homecoming queen is Trinity Mitchell.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team.
Welcome in, everybody. It's week number 4 of Indiana high school football action on SummitCitySports.com. We are live from historic Chambers Field as the 0-3 Northside Legends host the 2-1 Wayne Generals. I'm Dan Vance alongside me, Sean Boswell. And Sean, it looks like the rain's going to hold off.
Yeah, I was hoping for it. It was sprinkling all day. It's pretty light rain, but as soon as the game starts, the sun is going to come out maybe.
It's homecoming night here at Northside, just getting things going with the school song and the national anthem. The Legends have struggled so far this year. 0-3 record, falling 31-8 to Snyder, 22-8 to Bishop Dwenger. And then last week, had an 8-7 lead over Carroll and ultimately fell 51-8. So tough time getting things going against 3 tough opponents to start the year. We're going to take a quick break here as we have the national anthem. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
In the playing of our national anthem.
That was the Northside High School Marching Band under the direction of Ed King and Marcus Farr, getting us ready for kickoff here tonight. Again, this is the 0-3 Northside Legends taking on the 2-1 Wayne Generals. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We're the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group. With over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from, please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs and 100% pass rates in many licensure exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. As the Legends take the field here, Sean, we talked about them, 0-3 start. Wayne starts the season 22-0 loss, a very disappointing loss to Bishop Winger, coming in with a lot of hype, a lot of expectations, but bounce back. They beat Lures 35-24, and then last week, big offensive game, but kind of escaped with a 41-40 over Northrop. Northrop opting to go for 2 at the end of the game, going for the win. Wayne stops them, kind of escapes, but they finally broke out big with the offense.
Right, yeah, they have a bunch of weapons. Obviously, the number 1 guy, Craig Young. They're a lefty quarterback. I think a lot of guys sleep on him. He can sling it. He's got some guys. He uses his weapons wisely. I think that first game, it was a victim of the circumstances as far as it was a mud bowl. They didn't play well. They know that. But like you said, these last 2 games, they've scored over 35 points in both these games. Last week, might have got a little too high, or a little too high on themselves. Let them Northrop squeak back in the game, but in the end, they still got the W, and that's what matters. Moving forward, got to stay hot on offense, see if they can figure some things out on the defensive side.
That lefty quarterback, Brandon Young, is 24 of 44 for 358 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions so far this year. Really got comfortable finding Craig Young last week. Craig Young struggled to get started the first 2 weeks of the season, had a big week last week as a favorite target of Brandon Young. Cameron Chambers has also been a target for him 6 times, 77 yards. The big story for Wayne, last week they re-added Devonair Kelsaw to the lineup. Starting running back, did not play the first 2 weeks of the season, only had 5 carries, 18 yards last week for the Generals. And, of course, I think probably the big story for Wayne has been Ronald Elliott, the junior return man, second on the team in all-purpose yards with 199. They've all come on kick returns. 5 kick returns, 2 touchdowns, averaging 42.8 yards per kick return. The kid has been phenomenal, and you have to avoid kicking the ball to him.
Right. I want to see what Northrop plans to do on their kickoff team. You have to game plan for it. A lot of teams you don't usually have to hit that too hard, but playing Wayne, you got that guy back there. You have to have some kind of game plan and tell your kicker what he's going to do. I've seen the videos. I want to see it in person, this kind of athleticism and the speed that Ronald Elliott possesses.
Defensively, there will be some questions, obviously giving up 40 points last week to a really athletic Northrop team. Tristan Purnell has led this Wayne defense, 26 tackles on the year. Of course, we know about Darius Alexander, one of the best 2-way linemen, no matter what side of the ball he plays on. Northside has struggled to get going this year as far as the yardage goes. 680 all-purpose yards over 3 games versus Wayne, who is almost 1,200 all-purpose yards. It's going to be a tale of 2 different teams here from what we've seen so far. But Northside does have some ability. Ronald Collins III, obviously, just a sophomore, still kind of finding himself in this lineup. Joined in the backfield by Alex Holliday Robinson, a junior. Did not play varsity last year after transferring from Carroll. And Robinson has gained 203 yards on the ground. It'll be really interesting to see if Northside is willing to go to the air against Wayne here. They've stayed on the ground. If they haven't picked up big yardage, chance to go to the air here. Collins thrown for 183 yards in 3 games. His longest pass just 10 yards. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to try out this Wayne defense a little bit.
Absolutely. Like you said, tale 2 different teams right now. Wayne is hot. Their offense is moving the ball with ease. But it is homecoming. See if Northside, Mike Brevard, I got a personal connection with him. Went to the same high school and the same college in Ben Davis and St. Francis. But let's see if it's homecoming. They got some fans out. It's a good showing despite the weather, and they could come out with some fire. Like you said last week, they started hot against Carroll. It just kind of slipped away from Carroll's, just kind of weared them down as the game went on.
Wayne will kick off to start this game. Alex Holliday Robinson and Trey Scholes back to receive for Northside. Last year, Wayne won this game 38-19. 2 years ago, it was Northside, 13-9. So we'll see who will take the 2018 exchange as the Generals set to kick off here. Very excited Wayne team in the pregame. Very hyped for it. Here's the kick. One's going to be short. It's going to be fielded by number 14. That's LaDonis Williams. Not a big return there, but a short kick will still set Northside up with decent field position here.
Number 22, Cameron Webb. And the Legends will take over first and 10.
Craig Young actually does lead Wayne in sacks right now as defensive end. He averages a half a sack a game. Not the best, but not the worst. Like, he's always a threat on both sides of the ball, and I'm anxious to see him play tonight in person.
Yeah, Craig is a incredible athlete, well documented. Like you said, either side of the ball, he can do a lot of things. Northside is going to take over here with their first play. First and 10, ball spotted on their own 36-yard line. Ronald Collins III getting the play call from the sideline here. He will work out of the shotgun. Collins will take the snap. He'll hand that off to Holiday Robinson, and he's wrapped up immediately.
Nothing to go there. They had the blitz coming. They, like you said, Northside is very run heavy. Wayne looked to exploit that early with that Mike blitz.
Looked like Tristan Purnell there on first contact. Like I said, he leads the team in tackles with 26 coming into tonight's game. This is a big, big Wayne front line. Obviously, you see number 52, Darius Alexander, lined up down there. About 6'7", 300 pounds. He's an intimidating guy to run against. Collins takes the snap. He'll hand off to, again this time. He'll cut up to about the 50-yard line. That's Alex Holiday Robinson.
Nice run. Holiday Robinson averaging just over 67 yards a game on the ground. Between him and Collins, they have a good rush attack. They are very run heavy. They keep doing that little jet motion back to the backfield with him. Let's see if they can find some more gaps.
Ball spotted on the Wayne 49, first and 10 for Northside. There's another handoff to Robinson up the left side. He'll gain a few.
Oh, we got a face mask there.
A flag coming on the play.
I think that's Darius Alexander with the face mask.
Holiday Robinson once again being wrapped up by Darius Alexander.
Holiday Robinson, very athletic junior. Like I said, did not play varsity football last year after transferring from Carroll. There will be a face mask there, as Sean said, against Wayne.
Another first down. Northside got some, only a 5-yard face mask. Oh, okay. Got some momentum going on in the first drive.
Picking up some yardage on the ground. A good question is to be how slippery things are down there. It did rain a lot today, and we know while it's not raining consistently, Wayne did struggle in week 1 in the slippery conditions. Bring up second down, snap to Collins. Collins looking up the right side. That ball floats by, intended for Antrell Franklin.
Nowhere to go, and Craig Young's covering you. He's got a good 7 inches on that slot receiver, being Antrell Franklin. Try to hit him on the corner route. I like that. Try to take the top off the defense early, first down or second down and short. Not really expecting a deep pass there.
Franklin, the junior, he's Collins' favorite target. 3 receptions this year for 74 yards and 2 of Northside's 3 touchdowns on the year. Bring Robinson back behind him again here. There's another handoff and stuffed is Alex Holiday Robinson.
Yeah, that inside zone, they've ran that 4 times now this drive. See if they can try to change it up a little bit. 3rd and short here.
Number 22, Cameron Webb, in with first contact there for Wayne. Robinson showing a little bit of speed once he gets to the outside, but up the middle, Wayne is just very, very large.
Big mismatch as far as the 2 fronts go.
There's Collins back in the shotgun. 3rd and 2. They're going to draw an offsides there. Looks like against Darius Alexander again.
2 costly penalties by Darius Alexander. Not typical for him. He's the leader of that Wayne Generals front.
That will give Northside a first down there. Having to avoid that 3rd and 2 situation. Ball spotted at the Wayne 37. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ronald Collins III stays in the shotgun. We'll take the snap.
Ooh, it's power.
And off again there. Holiday Robinson chasing him down, but he will gain a few yards on the carry.
Change it up there with the power concept. Big old 54, Landon Clark, the senior O-lineman. You get him out in front of Holiday Robinson, he could provide some space.
Landon Clark, you talk about those guys in the offensive line, they don't get enough love.
Right.
Landon Clark is absolutely one of the best offensive linemen in this entire area, let alone the SAC. Like you said, he's a load. Get behind him.
Absolutely.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Collins will keep it on his own, but he'll be stopped at about the 35-yard line.
That's 41, Xavier Ellington. Got him up high. No face mask, but nice stop there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Now we'll see what Northside can do. Tough situation in 3rd and long. They've moved the ball a little bit here, but also helped out by Wayne and a couple of penalties. 3rd and 7, ball on the 35. Collins in the shotgun. Snaps a little high. He'll hand it off to Holiday Robinson. Cutting, and it's going to be close, but it looks like he's going to be short of that first down.
Had some space. Nice little inside zone there, Holiday Robinson. I don't know if that was a read. If it was the right one by Collins III. And they're going to go for it. 4th and short.
4th and about 2 here. Northside not even thinking twice about going for it here. Trying to make an impression here early against the Generals. Striking first would be huge for them. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line of Wayne. Collins in shotgun. Holiday Robinson lined up behind him.
Wayne has 8 guys in the box right now.
And then Holiday Robinson just nowhere to go.
Nothing going there, and that's Ellington again on the stop in the backfield. And that's going to bring up 1st down for the Generals, taking over around the 31-yard line. Saw some good things from Northside there. Got some movement up front, which, like you said, they are very undersized compared to, you got Darius Alexander, you got Ellington. Showed some positive things there in the first drive.
Absolutely, and of course this Northside team, nobody likes to hear it, but they are young. They're a young team, a lot of juniors, a couple sophomores. Snap back to Brandon Young there. He's going deep. That ball going to be incomplete.
That's Devion there, Kelsaw? Or no, number 3.
Number 3 would be Eric Adams there.
Sorry.
On the incompletion. Had Craig Young up the left side, Eric Adams going up the right side.
Once again, I like that. I like that first play of the game. You know what? We're going to try to beat you deep. If we don't get it, at least you got to respect that for the rest of the game. If not, if we do get it, obviously a touchdown. But I like that play call there by Coach Moore. Sorry.
Obviously some great speed here out of Wayne. Under center now is Brandon Young. He'll hand that ball off. That's Devonair Kelsaw. He'll cut up for maybe a yard. Of course, Kelsaw missed the first 2 weeks of the season, still trying to find his rhythm as well in this offense. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Generals. And about 8 yards.
They go with that double tight set with Craig Young, and I believe Chambers is the other tight end they pull it in. Those are 2 deadly weapons. Look for him to do something here.
Brandon Young's going to roll out. He's going to find Craig over the top there, and he's going to stop short of the first down.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see where they spot this one here.
Oh.
That looks short.
Yeah. The guy up top was past the 40. Oh, they're not even going to measure.
They're not going to measure. They're going to give it to him. That certainly looked like it was short.
It did.
But they will give it to him. No measurement. There's the handoff. Up for about 5. It's going to be number 9. That's Keyshawn Fields.
Again, the ball carrier, Jalen Harris.
Fields has been the leading rusher for this team in Kelsaw's absence. 52 rushes, 284 yards here in the first 3 weeks of play.
Here they go in the empty set. I'm going to try to air it out here.
Brandon Young's back, and we'll get the false start there. A little too eager.
Adams was excited. I think he was going deep up top in the slot.
The Generals, obviously, we talked about their athleticism a little bit, and we saw it there on that first play, though. They didn't find a receiver. They're probably going to be able to beat Northside.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be able to beat a lot of people out of the box.
Absolutely.
So, obviously, like you said there, a little too eager, getting going, knowing we're probably going deep.
Yeah.
Looking for a big play. Will bring up 2nd down from the 41-yard line. Generals looking to break midfield here. Brandon Young in the shotgun again. Kelsaw in motion. He'll take it up the right side. Devonair Kelsaw breaking up the right sideline, fighting for yardage.
Nice tough run there by Kelsaw. He might have got the first.
Came very close there. We'll see what they.
Oh, no, they're going to mark him short.
Looks
Sorry.
like he got knocked out of bounds. They're about 3 yards short, but a good run, definitely. Kelsaw, very aggressive runner is Kelsaw, and we're going to see that a lot more as we get through the night. He's going to be that guy that's going to take first, second contact and keep fighting.
They're running the same kind of concept from that double tight set, and then they get that jet motion and still run the outside zone. I just like how they're mixing it up, their formation, and how they're getting to their same kind of plays.
3rd and 2, ball on the 48-yard line.
Got to get it off. Nope. Timeout.
Wayne calls timeout before the snap.
Didn't have enough guys out there. Had to burn their first one.
Little mental mistakes. Don't want to see that. A timeout for Wayne. We will take a timeout with them. We'll be back. It's Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
Running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Back with you here at Northside High School. There's the snap there. Brandon Young, he'll hand that ball up the left side. Big run.
Oh, they're going to have a holding.
Flag. Looks like a hold.
Holding on Adams there. Got a little bit of a jersey up. They're throwing a lot of flags at him.
Great run there by Keyshawn Fields. Regardless, great play coming up the left side. So that one will come back.
Costly penalties for Wayne early. That's their 5th penalty already in this first quarter. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go. It's costly when you're trying to get some momentum, trying to stay hot. As far as you're moving the ball, it's just you got to execute, be smart.
Haven't been able to move the ball as much as they want. Still have not crossed over the 50 into Northside territory. We'll bring up 3rd down. And about 3 yards, ball spotted on the Wayne 47. Brandon Young working out of the shotgun again. Adams lined up down here to the left side. Craig Young up top. Brandon Young.
Oh, he's got a guy.
Looking to find something. He's got nothing. Incomplete there. Brandon Young, things started collapsing around him, and he had to escape quick.
Good pressure there from Northside. He had a guy deep. He had Adams, I believe, on that scramble. Was able to get at least 7-yard separation from his defensive back. But good job from Northside, forcing the 4th down and going to bring out the punt. I think that's 57. Jose Sotero.
Wayne not gonna take it. Their chances here on their own side of the field. Push Northside back, make them bring the ball all the way back.
Nice punt.
Pretty good punt. That ball's going to bounce.
Wow.
He's going to let it go, and it is going to be down at the 1-yard line.
Oh, it's because he went inside the end zone. They're not going to give it to him. Great punt from Sotero there.
Great punt. Bold decision by R.J. Armstrong to let that one bounce into the end zone, but it works out for him there.
He broke the cardinal rule of punt returners. Your heel is supposed to be on the 10. If it goes over your head, don't catch it. If it's in front of you, throw that hand up and save some field position for your team. It worked out for him, but I remember being a punt returner, I was always the cardinal rule. My coaches would not like it if I broke that one.
Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Northside. Trying to get something going. A couple of good things on the ground last possession. Ronald Collins the 3rd in the backfield. Alexander Holiday Robinson will get it, and he'll follow a block, but he won't get very far.
Swallowed up. Darius Alexander right there. Slipped right by the pull. The guard that pulled and swallowed up that running back right there.
Had a good lead there from Demetrius Clark, the senior outside lineman, but couldn't get anywhere with it. They just kind of hovered around him after that. We'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Legends. Collins will take the snap. He's going to look to go to the air.
Nothing.
Nowhere.
Good defense there from Craig Young. They're going to argue some contact on that, but the receiver wasn't even watching the ball. Just a little bit of a smash inside fade by that slot receiver. Craig Young gave him a little bump, and he got him off his route immediately.
Montreal Franklin, favorite receiver as far as a target for Ronald Collins, the third so far this year. He's not going to be able to find him very often with Craig Young on him tonight.
No, that's a smart strategy there from Wayne, placing their best guy on the opposite side's best guy, and they'll take their chances.
Brings up 3rd down and 11. Collins likely going to have to go to the air again, but he will not. Holiday Robinson breaks up the left side. He's got a couple of blocks, and he's going to get down close to the 1st down.
Are they going to give it to him? It looked like he got it.
Looked like he got it, but can't tell by the spot. They are going to give it to him.
Nice. Another outside zone play there. It's not good when your defensive end's making the tackle 10 yards down the field, as Darius Alexander chased him all the way down to make that stop.
Holiday Robinson doing an excellent job as he gets to the outside, following the blockers. Picking up a big 1st down there on 3rd down. Collins will take the snap. He'll hand it to him again up the gut, and just nowhere to go. Whole slew of generals on him.
There's 41, Xavier Ellington. He's all over the field tonight. He was playing some tight end on the offensive side of things. He's made 3 big plays at the line of scrimmage for the defensive of Wayne.
Xavier Ellington, part of that big front line here for Wayne, stopping Northside every time they try to move it up the gut. Though they found some success on the outside. I think if Northside's going to be successful throughout the night, though, they're going to have to get the passing game into this. But Antral Franklin's probably not your guy as long as Craig Young's on him.
Uh-oh.
That snap long. Collins going to pick it up. He's going to get away. Devin Kelsaw, no. Sorry, that's Keyshawn Fields there to take him down.
We watched that. Me and Gegner had watched the center before the game, and I don't know if it's because the ball got wet, the field is a little wet because of the rain. He snapped at least 4 or 5 over the guy's head during pregame, so.
It's going to lose about 11 yards there, but better than it looked like it was going to be for a minute. It looked like it was going to be about a 20-yard loss.
Yeah, good awareness there from Collins, able to make those 2 guys miss.
3rd and 21 now. This is where the passing game is going to need to come into play. For Ronald Collins III, the sophomore, another bad snap. That's going to be a touchdown.
Number 50. That's Maurice Govin with the touchdown. Costly turnover there and gave it away for 6. Poor Ronald Collins on that one. There's not really much he can do with it. It's a lose-lose situation.
It was a tough one. He was trying to avoid that safety and try to keep that ball out of the end zone, but by doing it, slips out of his own grasp. And so Maurice Govin will score the touchdown. And Wayne, their defense comes up big here. They lead 6-0 here with 2:11 to play in the first quarter. And it'll be Sotero back, kicking the extra point for the Generals. That kick is low and blocked.
Uh-oh, we got a personal foul here. Things getting a little chippy down there. I think some words were said.
Wonder if there's some talking going on. I'm not going to be the one to say that Wayne has a tendency to talk a little bit, but
I think they have that kind of swagger with them. Nothing's wrong with it. Every team needs to have a little bit of it. Wayne just might have a little bit more than most teams, but I follow him on Twitter, that Wayne High School football account, as well as Coach Moore, and it's definitely worth the follow.
Absolutely.
It keeps you entertained, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Coach Moore is always fun on social media and in person. And so are these Wayne kids. A really good group of kids. But like you said, got a swagger. They know they're athletic. They know they're talented. They don't mind telling you.
Absolutely. Got that chip on their shoulder.
Yeah. And, we've also seen early in the season in a lot of games, referees have had a quick whistle for talking.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've seen a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I saw several a couple weeks ago. Concordia, Homestead, two teams that aren't known for their talking, for being too chatty. A couple of unsportsmanlike penalties there. So quick whistle here early in the season, and, that kind of thing happens.
I think they're cracking down on that kind of thing in all levels of football. You see that a lot in college football nowadays as far as unsportsmanlike goes. But it takes an adjustment. Some guys just play like that. I know a lot of the guys I played with, you like to talk as you play. Nothing's wrong with it. You got to know what not to say, though.
So Wayne leads 6-0 here early. Sotero back to kick off from the 25 after the unsportsmanlike penalty against the Generals. That's going to be a short one. Goes to about the 40-yard line. Picked up by Jalen Harris.
Ooh, he had a seam. Shoelace tackle there by, is that 45? Can't quite see the number. 25. Adonis Wilson might have saved the Generals 6. They're not used to being the ones struggling on the kickoff team. They're used to seeing their guy run all the way to 6.
Jalen Harris brings that ball back across the 50 to the 45. Harris, another one of the juniors, a very, like as I said, junior-heavy Northside team that was built starting last year when Coach Brevard took over, really to build into the future with a freshman quarterback, now sophomore Collins. He'll take that snap. He's going to look out to his right. He'll find Alex Holiday Robinson. He's got some room to go. He'll be knocked out around the 16-yard line.
Beautiful route there from Holiday Robinson. The little wheel. He had some contact right off the break and was able to avoid. And good placement there from Collins, able to give him some space. He had room, gave him room to run and pick up of about 30 there from Holiday Robinson.
And people are going to get to see Holiday Robinson get a little more athletic. We've seen him make some athletic plays on the ground. They are a big catch. And now Northside's in business down to the 15. Another high snap. Holiday Robinson's going to jump on it, and it's loose.
Wayne got it. That's just a killer.
Going to the Generals. It's Keyshawn Fields with the recovery, and I'm not sure what happened there. Holiday Robinson jumped on it, and it just squirted out from underneath his body. Keyshawn Fields with the heads-up play, and another fumble recovery for the Generals.
You got to figure that out now. That's 2 in a row, 2 possessions in a row. You were, maybe not that last possession, but this one, you were moving. You had some momentum going, and right there it's killed dead. And now you give Wayne decent field position, and they got the momentum.
So 3 high snaps here in the last several plays for Northside. Wayne will take back over the ball. That ball's going to be handed off to Fields. He'll fight for about 2 yards. Ran into a wall of Northside legends.
Trey Scholl's been in the middle of a lot of things on the defensive side, the senior DB. Look for him to keep getting in the middle of everything, make some hits.
Scholl's also a receiver threat for the Legends when they do decide to go long. Bring up 2nd down and about 5. Brandon Young under center here. He'll take the snap. There's the handoff off to the left side. Fighting for extra yards.
Nice run.
Great job by Keyshawn Fields out to the left side. He will get the first down.
Good cut there. He had the outside. Ellington, I believe, was the tight end there, and he cut right off him, ran into him even, and stayed up and fought for at least 4 more yards after that. Good run there from Fields.
Something that makes this Wayne offense a little trickier to figure out than most offenses in the area is Brandon Young is one of the few quarterbacks that actually will play under center. Most of them just play strictly out of the shotgun. He'll take it there. He'll hand off to Devonair Kelsaw. Looks like they had him in the backfield, but that's Kelsaw fighting for extra yards.
Making something out of nothing there, and they're going to throw a flag. Might have been a face mask. I think that was a face mask on number 9, Theo Redmond.
There is a flag on the field.
Kelsaw looked like he was going to get taken down there in the backfield by senior Lawrence Davis of Northside, the homecoming king, crowned before the game tonight. But Devonair Kelsaw is slick. That will be a face mask against the Legends, and that will bring up a first down. So now we're seeing some costly turnovers or costly penalties on the other side of the ball.
Yep. I like you said, they are one of the few teams that do go under center, and it mixes things up. It's just a different look, and people have to adjust to that during their game plan. So I like what they're doing here.
Back again, and Young's going to look to throw that ball. He'll find across the middle.
Caught it, Ellington.
Great catch.
Nice catch. Good break there on the defensive side of things. As Jalen Harris, I thought he was about to pick it almost. But Ellington came down with it, got the first down.
Theo Redmond there on the takedown there after the first down. And Xavier Ellington is just all over the place here in the first quarter. Both sides of the ball taking care of business. The Wayne senior. There's another handoff. That one's going to go basically nowhere there. Wrapped up at the ankles. That's number 42, Quincy Moore, on the stop.
Nice tackle there. Made the first guy miss. Good cut from Kelsaw, but at some point there's somewhere you just can't go anywhere as far as there's Quincy Moore there filling the gap. Got the tackle for loss. That's going to bring up the second quarter here.
After one complete, Wayne leads 6-0 over Northside. We will take a break and be back with you to start the second quarter.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
Back with you here at Chambers Field, getting ready to start the second quarter of play. The Wayne Generals leading Northside 6-0, threatening down at the Northside 32. There's the snap there. Brandon Young is back. He's going to toss it over the top there. Great play to get rid of it there by Brandon Young to Eric Winborn.
The guys up here were calling it for him to chug it deep to Craig Young as he was going deep on a little corner route. They like to use him a lot in this side or this section of the field in the red zone, and a little bit farther than that with that tight end.
There's a handoff to Keyshawn Fields. He'll try to cut up, but nowhere to go. It's Trey Scholes again on the tackle for Northside.
Hauled down by Trey Scholes.
We'll bring up third down and about 1.
Third and short here. I would almost think take a shot here. You're bound to get a fourth and short if you need it. But I'd take a shot here with Craig Young coming out from that tight end position. See if you can get a little play action, pop pass or something.
Here's the handoff. That's going to go Keyshawn Fields. He will get the first.
Keyshawn Fields.
And a couple more.
43, LaShawn Miller.
Fields has been tough all year for the Generals, helping lead this offense.
Between him and Kelsaw, they have a good depth at running back. Both kind of run very physical. They have the speed to get to the outside, but they're not afraid of contact at all. I like the way they run.
Northside is going to take a timeout here with 11:04 left in the first half. We will take it with them and be back with Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance.
Back with you here out of the timeout. Wayne threatening to score, 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the north side 16. Brandon Young's going to roll out. He's going to look to the end zone. That ball knocked away. Intended for Eric Adams.
Good defense there. Theo Redmond was with them step for step. Good ball. Nothing wrong with that. It was just better defense. And I believe that, that was Adams out there.
Adams, yep.
Yeah. Couldn't come down with it, but good placement, good route. Just couldn't come up with it. Great defense from Redmond there.
2nd and 10. Good throw there from Young. Ball spotted on the 16-yard line. Just turned 11 minutes to play in the second quarter. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to Devin Kelso up the left side and nowhere to go.
Nothing going there.
Theo Redmond again there with first contact.
Redmond and Scholes playing very well on the defensive end here for Northside, and that's 3rd and long here. You got to think spotlight Craig Young here.
Haven't seen Craig Young be the target much today. Had one big catch early. Coming off a big week last week in the win over Northrop, with over 100 yards receiving in that win.
I know they like to work Chambers here too, in that slot on the top of your screen, for him to find an opening.
They're going to hand it off again. That's Fields, and he'll cut just short of the touchdown.
That was Kayshawn Fields.
Kayshawn Fields is going to bring up 1st and goal
Going to be stopped just short.
From about the 1-yard line. Some other scores from around the SAC right now. Snyder leading Southside 14-0. The Northrop Bruins 14-7 leaders over Carroll. Upset possibly there, but Carroll didn't start very fast last week either. Bishop Dwenger and Homestead tied at 3. Concordia, Bishop Luers tied at 0. And a big score from outside the SAC. New Haven leading Leo 3-0. A big Northeast 8 battle.
Really anxious to see the outcome of that Dwenger Homestead game.
Here we go. He's going to go over the top. He's going to Craig Young. Not much you can do about that.
Touchdown, Wayne.
Craig Young, the little pop pass, play action, find the hole behind the secondary.
For 2 yards.
Not much better execution there than from Brandon Young to Craig Young. The Young and Young, was it the law firm they were talking about last week?
Right.
Open for business.
Brandon Young just hopping up over that line. He'll find Craig for the score. Getting Craig Young in the end zone is very difficult to defend. So athletic, so tall, so strong. I think you can name adjectives all day to describe Craig Young.
Absolutely. 6'4", 215. Doesn't get much bigger than that as far as a high school athlete. And he has every bit of speed as anybody else on the field.
Looks like Wayne is going to go for 2 here. There's Young. He's looking. He's rolling. He's got running out of room. He's going to get rid of it there. That's going to be incomplete. Intended for Eric Adams.
Nothing going there. Good pressure from Northside. That's going to bring up a 12-point lead for the Wayne Generals, but I don't see it a lot. I haven't seen it a lot. Brandon Young looks like he can run. I don't think he doesn't choose to run very much, it seems.
No, he's not a big runner. It's something that Coach Derek Moore told me before the season, that he's definitely trying to become more dual threat, but with so many targets for him to throw to, so many targets on the ground, he really doesn't have to.
Right.
He doesn't have to be a guy who's going to run the ball a lot. You look at the other side of the ball and you look at Ronald Collins, has Alex Holiday Robinson this year, so that helps, but he has to be a dual threat guy, and really, as Brandon Young develops, Coach Derek Moore says that he can be that guy, but when you got 3 guys you can hand the ball off to and 6 guys you can throw it to, why a takeoff? So
definitely,
Young definitely developing.
Very impressed by him as far as his presence in the pocket. He doesn't get rattled, I think, when he has some pressure. He, just like in that 2-point conversion, although it didn't work, he was able to step up, find a guy that was open, just couldn't come up with it because of the slick ball, I think.
So the touchdown there to make it 12-0 coming from Brandon Young to Craig Young. Generals kick off again here. That one a little short again off his hands. That one's on the turf. I think Wayne came up with it. I don't know. We'll see there.
I think maybe, he did recover. Sheesh.
Northside does recover that.
Is that Scholes or? I can't see the number there. Yeah, Trey Scholes got a little greedy, jumped up for it, and I think it bounced right off his hands. Luckily, recovered it. And they'll bring up first down here for the Legends.
Northside will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted on their own 35. 9:46 remaining here in the opening half, with the Generals leading 12-0, coming off a touchdown reception by Craig Young on the last drive. Homecoming night here at Northside. Decent turnout despite some weather earlier in the day and earlier in the pregame. There's a handoff. You got some good yardage there. That's going to be Daniel Olds, the senior running back.
It's a fresh face in there. Haven't seen him at all today. Brought a little burst of speed through the gap. Finally got something in the middle there. It was Northside. Haven't had much success in the middle.
Olds has ran the ball 23 times for 109 yards coming into this game, so he's their number 3 option on the ground behind Holiday Robinson and the quarterback Collins III. Collins going to look. He's got nowhere to throw, so he's going to take it on his own. He picked up some yardage. There's a good
block there.
I think it was Holiday Robinson on the block, and Ronald Collins will be across the 40-yard line in a big pickup for Northside.
Good scramble there from Collins, and even better block as Holiday Robinson picked up a guy. That's how you treat your quarterback. You don't want him taking too many big hits, so make a path for him.
Bring up 1st and 10 from the Wayne 39. Collins in the shotgun. Olds with him there. He'll hand it off. Olds up the middle again. A lot of success up the middle from Daniel Olds.
Dragging the defenders. Olds coming in and providing a spark here for the Legends, and they're moving.
He'll move that ball across the 20-yard line. A pickup of about 20 yards for Olds. That's a big, big play from the senior Daniel Olds. And that'll bring up a timeout from the Generals. Olds gets the first down. We'll be back with you. It's Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me. I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Back with you here, 1st and 10 from Northside. Ball spotted on there. Wayne 18. Collins back to pass. He's going to look deep.
He's open.
And that ball's well defended by the Generals. It's Craig Young there helping break that one up.
Beautiful pass there from Collins. Had a guy right in the hole between the safety and the corner. Just couldn't come up with it. Good defense. I mean, you got a 6'4" wingspan coming at you. It's going to distract you a little bit.
Brings up that same situation, looking for Antrell Franklin, a favorite target of Collins, but Craig Young's on him. And they're going to make it very difficult for Collins and Franklin to hook up, especially this close to the end zone. Collins in the shotgun again here. He'll hand that ball off to Olds. Or no, he keeps it himself. Out to the 10. We got a flag down.
Nice fake from Collins. I think they're going to get him with the hold. I think that was 50. Demetrius Clark on the hold, maybe.
Collins picked up about 8 yards after the fake. To Olds. That will be a hold against the Legends. So that'll negate the 8-yard run from Collins.
That hurts.
Push them back a couple of yards here. We'll bring up 2nd down and about 12. Ball spotted on the Wayne 20-yard line. Collins again in the shotgun. He'll take another snap. He's going to take it himself again, but nowhere to go this time. He's going to be tripped up. Maybe a 1-yard gain for Ronald Collins.
Nothing going in the secondary. Wayne is there just locking stuff up. No receivers open. Collins is just stuck back there with the ball in his hand. It's hard for him to find some hope if there's nobody open. He can only scramble so much.
Northside looking for a play here to get something going. 3rd down and 12. Ball spotted on their own 21. A couple of big runs from Daniel Olds gets them in position. Trying to make the most of it. Collins will take the snap. He's got a little dump off, but nothing going there again. Dumps that ball off to Olds, and he looks like he's going to lose a couple yards.
Nice read there from Cameron Johnson. Read that little screen dump pass and swallowed him up right away. And 4th and 15 here. Do you punt from the 25-yard line?
Well,
or are they going to try a field goal?
I think they might try a field goal. Collins is coming off. Bring up 51, Braden West, the senior. Looks like he will attempt the field goal.
It's a 38-yard field goal here.
But they're going to, the play clock may run out here. And they didn't get the snap off in time. So the play clock will expire, and that, I would assume, is going to take them out of field goal range.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's a big penalty as far as you're going to try to get some points, and now you can't even try. Oh, they are good, though. It's a 45-yard kick right here from 51, Kyron Johnson. Camera's like cutting out.
45-yard kick is got the leg, but is wide left.
Yeah, put a boot into that one.
Well, that answers the question if Braden West has the leg to get it done. But it does go wide left. So with 6:38 remaining here in the first half of play, Wayne still leading 12-0. And it's just a couple of critical errors down there. A hold that that negated a run from Ronald Collins there, an 8-yard run, had the ball down to the 10-yard line. Of course, then having to push the ball back an extra 5 yards there for the field goal attempt from Braden West. Probably didn't affect him lengthwise, obviously, as that had plenty of space, but
that's a difference of 20-plus yards on a field goal. I think that would help.
Yeah, mental mistake there for Northside. There's going to be the handoff for Wayne up the middle. Keep fighting for yardage into the dog pile. Looks like that was Keyshawn Fields.
Keyshawn Fields, the ball carrier.
So the Generals still fighting on the ground. Fields and Kelsaw have been formidable for this Northside defensive line today.
Pounding away at the Northside front seven as far as just opposing their will with both Kelsaw and Fields. And here comes Young.
Young across. He's up the right side. He's got room, and he'll be knocked out.
It's not going to matter. They're going to get him in a hold in the backfield on that jet sweep.
Haven't seen Young much on the ground this year. We'll have a hold there against the Generals.
A lot of sloppy play from both teams tonight. Pretty undisciplined. I think that's the 7th penalty on Wayne. Northside has had their own handful as far as I think they're up to 4 or 5. Just stuff you gotta. It's the beginning of the year. You're only 3 games in. You don't want to see it, but you kind of understand it a little bit. Moving forward, though, if Wayne does want to be competing for that SAC title, they got to clean that kind of stuff up.
Absolutely. Brandon Young gets a snap. He's going to look long. That's Eric Adams. Well defended. Great job from Northside. Number 8, C.J. Winston.
Great defense there, yeah.
Number 2, Jalen Harris also there in the coverage there of Eric Adams.
down and long.
Third and long.
Check the HDMI if it's plugged in all the way. All right.
Possibly a situation where maybe we look at Craig Young if we're going to air it out here. Jump ball situation there.
Keeps cutting out.
Young now in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's going to throw that one off to the side there. A little bit of a bobble catch, but he'll take it on. It's Devonair Kelsaw. He's got room up the left sideline. Kelsaw is going to bring that ball down just around the 20-yard line.
Great speed from Kelsaw there. Breakaway. Kind of bobbled it as soon as he caught the little alley screen, but took off and wasn't going to be caught. Stumbled a little bit.
Thought that Brandon Young might go long. Fools me. Go short, but Devonair Kelsaw with a huge pickup for the Generals, and they will bring that ball back down in the red zone. 5:23 remain here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Wayne. Ball spotted at the north side, 19. There's the handoff. It's fumbled, but picked back up. Ran into each other, got in each other's way there on the handoff. That ball going to Keyshawn Fields, and the handoff from Brandon Young. So he'll lose about 3 yards.
Keyshawn Fields, kind of impressive, although it wasn't a good thing. He was able just to pick it up and try to gain some yards. He wasn't able to, but still an impressive feat with the ball being so slick as it is.
Apologize, experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty here with the video. Young dropping back. There's another one of those little screen passes. That goes to Fields. Nothing going there. Keyshawn Fields may be in his own head just a little bit. After that fumble on the last handoff, it will bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Generals. Ball spotted on the north side 23-yard line. .430 remains here in the first half of play. Generals leading 12-0 over the Legends. Threatening again here before the half.
I'm going to watch for Young again on the slot.
Going high. That's got to be a
pass
flag.
Interference there.
Looked like on Trey Scholes.
That pass sailed incomplete, but a penalty flag came in.
Grabbed his whole waist. Is that Chambers or is that Elliott? I think it's Chambers. Had a little nice move. They just grabbed his waist, couldn't come out of it.
Cameron Chambers, one of the main targets for Brandon Young this year. 6 receptions for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns coming into this one. And they will not get that first down.
3rd and short here. 3rd and medium.
3rd and about 5. Ball on the 13. There's the snap. And he slipped.
Great pressure there. 72 and 93 from Northside. That's 72. Arvante Taylor. Although he did slip, even if he didn't, he wasn't going to go very far with that D-line pressure from Northside.
Couple of mishaps here from Keyshawn Fields on this drive. Slipping on that play right here will bring up 4th and 5. And Wayne, with their 12-0 lead, is going to go for it. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line of the Legends.
I want to talk it over here. This is an important play.
Timeout from the Generals. We'll take it with them. It's Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
There's a running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable, simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
Back at you from Chambers Field, home of the Northside Legends here. Week 4 of high school football. A couple scores from around the area. Snyder leading Southside 27-0. Bishop Luers over Concordia 7-0. And the Northrop Bruins holding a 20-7 lead over the Carroll Chargers.
That's an upset right there. Northrop has the athletes, but Carroll's been strong as of late.
Young takes the snap, rolls around. He slips a little bit. They're going to get to him. Wrapping him up there. Number 5, Trey Scholes.
Great stop there from Northside Legends.
Huge stop on 4th down for the Legends. Give it to Brandon Young, though. He was not going down without a fight.
Great scramble there. Just he couldn't find anybody. Nobody was open. Great defense all around from Northside there. D-line got the pressure, and defensive backs were shutting everything down. I didn't see anybody that was open.
Contact made by Trey Scholes to stop him.
As you said, Sean, that Northrop game, a very interesting one. Obviously, Carroll has picked up some big wins this year. None bigger than their win over Snyder, their first ever win over Snyder. But Northrop, you know, they've been right there all year. Just fight to get through. Looked good early against Homestead, looked good late against Homestead, just didn't look good in the middle. And obviously took Wayne to the limit last week. Here's Ronald Collins the third, back in the shotgun. A lot of movement.
Illegal procedures to call against the Legends.
Everybody thought we were playing except for the center, I think. It's another penalty from Northside.
Another score here in the second quarter. Homestead, Bishop Dwenger still tied at 3. High-powered offense, arguably the SAC's best. High-powered defense, arguably the SAC's best, and that's what you got, 3-3.
Who's going to come out on top? It'll be interesting to see.
Collins will take the snap. He's going to look deep, but there's Craig Young all over Antrell Franklin.
That's incomplete and didn't really give this receiver a chance. That is a pretty ball by Ronald Collins III. That's a 40 yards in the air. Pretty spiral. I want to see him develop these next couple of years and see what kind of guy he can get. If he can get some more weapons around him, they're dangerous.
A lot of good athletes on this Legends team, just looking to put it together, get that experience. Collins, one of them, multiple sport athlete, strong basketball player as well. They'll pitch that ball off to Olds, and Olds is going to get some space, and he'll bounce off a couple tackles and get just past the original line of scrimmage, but a great run there for Daniel Olds.
Olds has been nothing but positive for Northside so far. He's had runs of 15, 10. That was about a 10-yard run there. He can't be any taller than 5'8", and he's running hard, not afraid of contact, as we saw him bounce off some defenders there.
Really good article about Daniel Olds in Northeast Indiana Game Night this week. You can find it on ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. There's a pass. That one's tipped and will fall incomplete. Looked like it was intended for R.J. Armstrong.
Darius Alexander was able to get a piece of that. He's a big boy. It's going to be hard to get over his hands. Good play.
Bring up 4th down for Northside. 2:52 remaining, and they will punt this one this time. It'll be Braden West back to punt this ball. Of course, West just left of knocking down a 45-yard field goal a little bit ago, so we know he's got a leg. He'll punt this ball from about
delay of game, didn't get it
6,
off.
And that's going to push them back to near the end zone.
Interesting that Elliott is not their punt returner. It's Chambers back there. I just find that interesting, him being so explosive and so successful in the kickoff return game.
So really good punt there from West. That ball fielded about the 40. He's going to break up the left side. He's got room. Chambers is running. And it's the kicker coming in.
Nice hit from the kicker, but what a return there. Found a seam up the left side and took it with speed.
It was Drayvon Walton actually out there, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, the number's
15.
kind of hard to read. 15, 16.
44-yard punt.
And a great punt, 44 yards there from Braden West, and then comes in and knocks him out of bounds after the great return from Drayvon Walton, another one of the loaded senior class from this Wayne General team. Brings up 1st and 10, ball spotted on the north side 17-yard line, 2:39 remaining in the first half of play. Brandon Young under center. He will take the snap. He's going out to Craig Young out there about the 10-yard line.
Couldn't quite stay in there, but good find from Young to Young.
Who steps out of bounds.
Tried to stay in bounds and make a little cut on his right foot. It's a little slick and had to go out of bounds there. Brings up 2nd and short.
Couple of options there for Brandon Young, as Northside is going to take a timeout here with 2:33 remaining in the first half. And we'll take it with them. Indiana High School football, SummitCitySports.com.
Did you know that your Northside
Runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Northrop Carroll. There's Fields fighting for some extra yards there. Got it down to about the 3-yard line
on the carry.
on the quick handoff. See him try to punch it in here.
Brings in about the 4.
Young under center. They'll hand that ball off. There's Northside's defense stepping up big to wrap up Keyshawn Fields.
Great play from 33 Lawrence Davis, as well as Trey Scholes getting in the backfield and stopping him for a loss of about 3.
That's homecoming king Lawrence Davis to you.
Oh yeah, get it. I got to get it right. Congratulations to him.
Brandon Young
got the play action.
That one. He's going to roll out left.
He's got a lane.
He's going to take it on his own. He'll go high and into the end zone.
What a play there, Brandon Young.
Sean, you said you haven't seen him run much, but there it is.
He must have heard me from up here. As Brandon Young had a lane, was going to throw it if he had somebody, but chose not to and took it himself, leaping over the defenders.
Northside coach Mike Brevard not happy about something, running all the way down to the sideline coach here near the goal line, sideline umpire.
And if you know Mike Brevard, that's not a good sight. That's a scary sight.
You don't want him
guy.
running at you, no.
That's a
now
big
he's coming
guy.
back down here to see what's going on. I don't know if he liked the spot or the touchdown there, but Brandon Young puts it in for 6.
That's good.
That one's good from Sotero. Now we'll make it 19-0 in favor of the Generals.
1:43 to play. If you're Northside, might play it safe just so you don't get the ball right back to such a hot offense. Maybe take a shot early, see if you can get something going. I'd keep feeding Olds. He hasn't done anything but positive things. Daniel Olds, the senior running back. Maybe hit him on a quick screen or a alley, something like that. But you want to make sure not to give Wayne the ball with too much time left going into this second half.
And also in the second quarter,
it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here for Northside. Trying to find some options. They've tried to go to the air a couple times, very little success. Looking for Antrell Franklin. Craig Young's been all over him. Did find success getting to Alex Holiday Robinson, though, so maybe that's an option, especially if Olds is continuing to get the ball up the middle the way he has. Maybe you move Alex Holiday Robinson out and air the ball out to him a little bit.
Absolutely. When they spread it out and give him some time to move in the pocket, he's been able to find some guys with some space. Look for them to try to do that again.
Halftime, Northrop still holding the lead, 20-14 over Carroll. Snyder leading 34-0 over Southside at halftime. Here's the kickoff. That one's going to come back, and he's going to go down. Attempt to catch the ball from Theo Redmond, and he goes down on one knee to catch it, and that ball is down, so there will be no big return hopes. Looks like the Legends will have about 83 yards to go here in a minute 43.
Yeah, if you're Northside right now, I think it's time to play it safe. Wayne doesn't have any more timeouts left. If you would have got a big return, maybe try to take a shot downfield, but you're inside your own 20-yard line. I'd run it out, see if you can crack one open, but nothing through the air.
Collins back in the shotgun. Olds back there with him. Ran it off. Olds up the gut. Darius Alexander is going to grab him from behind, help pull him down. Gain of 1 or 2 yards there for Daniel Olds.
Daniel Olds, the ball carrier.
Solid run. Gain of about 3. That's 5'7" Daniel Olds meeting up with
6'7".
6'7". Right, of Darius Alexander, and props to him for falling forward. He's got heart. You can tell the way he plays.
Collins will take the snap there. He'll hand it off. No, he'll tape it on his own. Collins are on to the left. He'll get a block. Some good gain there from Ronald Collins for the first down.
Great play there from Ronald Collins. Only kind of criticism I would say is maybe try to get out of bounds. Use your blocker. Get out of bounds, stop the clock.
First down for the Legends. Clock hits 1 minute here in the first half. Wayne leads 19-0. First and 10 for Northside, ball on their own 33-yard line. Here's the snap. Collins was going to go to the air, and his receiver, Alex Holiday Robinson, went down there. Looks like he slipped.
I think Ellington took him down with the sack, but he's going to be still down on the field. Hope he's okay. He's made a difference on both sides of the ball for the Generals.
Ronald Collins had a man there in Alex Holiday Robinson. Holiday Robinson slips up and then just nowhere to go for Ronald Collins III.
Couple more winners from the Alumni Association. Listen up for your name.
Take a break as we have this injury timeout. We'll be back with you. SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me. I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Back with you here. 42 seconds remain in the opening half of play. Northside 2nd and 15. Ball spotted on their own 27-yard line. Trailing 19-0. There's the snap to Collins. He'll hand it off to Olds. Big room again for Daniel Olds.
He's got to average at least 10 yards a carry so far tonight. And Olds is really the biggest positive right now for Northside Legends.
Olds came into this game just 109 yards on the ground. Running strong tonight.
A nice pull.
Take off up to the right-hand side. There's going to be a flag as he keeps pushing over the 50 for the first down.
There might have been a holding on that play right there. Beautiful read from Ronald Collins III. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a holding call and bring that thing all the way back.
Northside has had that situation several times tonight. Good gain negated by a penalty. Now they will bring that ball back to the 40-yard line. 16 seconds left.
If I'm Coach Brevard, obviously you're not happy with the result right now being 19-0 and the execution-wise, what you're doing. the thing that would make me most mad right now is the fact that we're being so undisciplined on both sides of the ball with all these penalties. That's something you can control. Maybe not so much as far as having the kind of talent matchup versus such a talented team as Wayne, but you can't hurt yourself. That makes a team being able to win a couple games a year, or it takes away a couple wins a year. So Brevard, I know he's that kind of guy. He'll get into them. He'll send a message and they'll be able to understand what he's saying, but that'd be the biggest point I'd make at halftime if I was Coach Brevard.
Northside taking a timeout here, 8 seconds remaining in the opening half. Other scores around the SAC. Bishop Bluers leading Concordia 14-0. Bishop Dwenger has taken a 6-3 lead over Homestead. Good defensive battle there. Northrop leading Carroll at the half 20-14. And Snyder over Southside 34-0. Outside the SAC, a couple games atop the Northeast 8. New Haven with a 10-0 lead over Leo. And East Noble leads DeKalb 14-0. And another one in the ACAC, an interesting game. Woodland leading Bluffton 28-0. Of course, if you didn't see the news earlier today, Bluffton started the season 2-0. They forfeited those games for having an ineligible player, self-reported themselves to the IHSAA. So Bluffton now sitting 0-3 on the season after starting 2-0. And looking like they may move to 0-4 against Woodland. Collins in shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll roll off to his left. He's got room to run. Up the sideline. He'll go out of bounds with 1 second left.
Oh, late hit there, and that's going to give him 15-plus yards. Ronald Collins making something happen at the end of the half. They'll have 1 second to go, and ball at about the 25.
Yeah, ball knocked out at about the 41, it looks like.
If they get this 15-yard penalty, they're well and field goal
foul against Wayne.
Braden West showed us he had the leg for it.
And Braden West is on the field, so looks like Northside's going to try to get this couple points here before halftime. So here's the referees are going to walk this penalty off. And that puts West well into range. Kicking here from the left hash. Of course, that ball sailed left last time.
This will be about a 48-yard kick right here from Braden West.
That's blocked by Craig Young.
Man, what can you do? You got 6'4". Now, what a play there from Craig Young, as Braden West has the leg for that kind of kick, just wasn't able to convert it. That would have gave Northside a little bit of life going in the second half.
And instead, it's an emphatic end to the first half for the Generals. Craig Young comes up with the field goal block. We'll take a quick break and be back with you for halftime. Wayne leads 19-0 over Northside. It's Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise.
Back with you at halftime. Take this break so you can enjoy the sounds of the Northside Marching Legends under the direction of Ed King and Marcus Farr.
It looks good, I think. I was just saying, eventually those lights are going to start messing with it. And then I'll show you. You'll see it in the game.
Tomorrow, the Marching Legends will be holding their annual Nelson's Chicken Sale. The sale will take place from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians and our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. About 7 minutes remain here at the halftime break here. Wayne leading 19-0 over Northside. Another score from the area that we didn't get to as the halftime started. In the ACAC, the Heritage Patriots with a 20-0 lead over South Adams. Kind of a shocking score there. South Adams, of course, lost star running back Nick Stuber, junior, to a torn ACL. He's out for the year. That news just came out on Wednesday. So lose the star player for South Adams, and they're in trouble against Heritage, a winless team in the ACAC. So, Sean, an interesting SAC so far this year. And really, you know, we'll see how the rest of these games shake out. Obviously, Carroll trailing right now.
Yeah.
And Dwenger has the lead, a chance to try to stay undefeated. But a very realistic chance that we could leave this week with 6 teams at 3-1 in the SAC. And that's just insane. I know you're not from Fort Wayne, but I can tell you, and you've been around here long enough, there's not usually that kind of parity in the SAC.
Yeah, it makes it so much better, I think, for not only your typical fan, but anybody that's watching this kind of football. You have the kind of talent spread out all over the area, and you don't just see those dominant teams. It's a good change-up, I think, for this conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, there you see Northside and Southside kind of there at the bottom of the conference, but the other teams they're both at 0-3, 1-2. You have Northrop looking like they might be able to beat Carroll tonight if they can hold on to that lead. You have Concordia at 1-2, who almost beat Homestead, who I wouldn't count out of that game, down 14-0 at the half to Bishop Luers. It's a fun conference to watch so far. You know, every game I've been at has been enjoyable. This is the only game that really there's not in question at halftime, even though week one I was at Homestead. They were up big over Northrop at halftime, but you knew Northrop had the athletes to make waves, and did so to a degree in the second half. A really interesting year in the SAC and all over the Northeast Indiana area. This game has been all Wayne so far. A couple of penalties early on looked like they may have given room to Northside, but the Legends not able to do anything. once they get down close to the goal line. A couple of good plays. We've seen Ronald Collins III air the ball out a couple times, but his favorite receiver has been unavailable, Antrell Franklin. We'll list him as unavailable when he's being guarded by Craig Young. Young, of course, ended the first half with an emphatic field goal block to keep Northside off the scoreboard. Sean, what impresses you most about this Wayne Generals team? Not just what we've seen tonight, but what we've seen from so far this season.
I think what impresses me the most is the depth and the amount of options they have as far as, yes, Craig Young is an amazing talent. He's a D1 guy. He's one of the best football players / athletes in Northeast Indiana, in the state of Indiana as a whole. So you have him, and he's the face of a lot of people. He gets the most face time. But their quarterback, Brandon Young, he can throw it. He's got a great pocket presence. He has options, and he doesn't just stare down options. Like, it would be very easy for him to say, you know what, I've got a 6'4" receiver that can run like the wind. I'm going to throw it to him all the time. Instead, he has the guys like Chris Chambers. He has a running back, Kelsaw, and Fields. They even use Ellington, who plays, I feel like, primarily defensive end for him. And the amount of options they have on the offensive end is just so impressive, and that's why I think they are one of, if not the most dangerous offense in SC. It's different than being the best. Obviously, there's some argument and some things you can say for different teams as far as that goes, but dangerous-wise, they can break one open at any time in the game.
I've also been really impressed with Northside and Alex Holiday-Robinson. We didn't see him last year. Transferred from Carroll, was forced to play JV here last year at Northside. I actually have seen Alex Robinson play. It's my insider view of it. He played flag football with my son at Crossbridge Community Church several years ago. And he was about as big as he is now.
Wow,
he's always been really big, really athletic. And I think that as he gets experience here and gets in the flow of things, obviously losing that year of varsity experience is tough. Would have been a starter on this varsity team last year for Northside as a sophomore. He'd had that year under his belt, but he's looked very strong, making big cuts to the outside, some nice runs. Daniel Olds, of course, up the middle a couple times. He's one of the few seniors featured on this offense, but a Northside team that's got a lot of options. You guys were talking about it at halftime, here where we had a commercial break and the band was playing. Northside, Southside, both sitting at 0-3, likely both 0-4 after tonight. But when they meet, they're both very similar in what they do.
Absolutely. They both have a young core that is solid. They have athletes that can make plays, and I've seen it firsthand. I've covered Southside's first 3 games. They have the talent to make plays. It's just the consistency-wise and the amount of and the kind of depth they have for both these teams. We're seeing good things from Northside. They're moving the ball. They'll get four first downs on a drive. They get all the way down there, and they shoot themselves in the foot, get a 10-yard holding penalty, a 15-yard face mask, something like that just is a momentum killer, a drive killer, and you just can't win doing that. So seeing those two teams play later in the year, I'm not sure when that game is, but it'll be interesting to see who's going to come out on top. And I think they have a lot of time to develop these players that they do have that are so talented on both sides of those teams.
It'll be interesting. Obviously, a traditional rivalry here in the SAC, Northside, Southside, playing for the totem pole. Will be a big game. Will be played here at Chambers Field on week number 7.
Awesome.
About a minute to go here in the half. We are going to take one more quick break, then we'll be back with you with second half action between the Wayne Generals and the Northside Legends. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
We are back here, Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com as the Northside Legends emerge from the tunnel here on homecoming night at Chambers Field. Slow start for Northside. No points on the scoreboard yet, trailing 19-0. Still a decent crowd here on homecoming night for them, and a student section that's still behind them.
Yeah.
So that's always good. It's tough sometimes when you struggle as a team and as a program to have students that want to get behind you. So it's always good to see something's consistently happened over the years here at Northside, even when their teams haven't been as good. But they're out here for homecoming night. Senior defensive lineman Lawrence Davis was named homecoming king before the game. And the Wayne Generals team out here getting ready for the second half that has been able to move the ball fairly well. Really, the only struggles Wayne has had have been kind of their own doing in the opening half. A couple penalties, a couple times the ball slipping out there, a handoff down to Keyshawn Fields down here. The ball slipped out. Definitely. They eventually score anyway. So
it's a lot of their worst enemy right now is themselves. They have a lot of internal issues going on, and I kind of mentioned in the first half, this Wayne team can be a competitor at the top of the SAC. Right now they're tied for second with four other teams. And like you said, realistically, they could have a 6-team tie after this week. So they have the ability to be up there. They have the talent. They have the guys to do it. It's going to be about if they can stay consistent, they can stay mentally tough, they can avoid those mental errors, is going to be whether or not they can take that next step, because they've reached that where they're right there. They're right below those Homesteads, those Dwangers, those Snyders. But this year, all the talent being just about even, look for Coach Moore to kind of test his guys out mentally and see if they can take that next step. I'm anxious to see it. They definitely are a fun team to watch.
And it's an expectation thing, too, with Wayne, and I think that's the tough thing is week one, there was a lot of hype going into Wayne, Bishop Dwenger, and definitely one that if you're this Generals team, you wish you could run it back because, one, it's week one of the season. You're facing all this hype and all this expectation. Two, it's so sloppy.
Yeah.
Where I was out at Homestead, that game was delayed for an hour and 20 minutes, and they didn't do that at Zollner, so they played in the slop, in the pouring down rain. It's tough, especially when you want to go long with the ball like Wayne likes to do. You're without Devonair Kelsaw, one of your primary weapons over the past several years, and we've seen that here tonight. Kelsaw getting a lot more touches on the ball than he did last week in his first game of the season. So this Wayne team, other than that hiccup week one, and even if you just take the weather factor into it, who knows? Yeah. Who knows if you run that back, where that game goes. So an interesting SAC, like you said. We'll see how things go and how they break down right now. Dwenger with a 3-point lead over Homestead, looking to improve to 4-0. If Homestead happened to win that game and Carroll happened to come back and beat Northrop as they're trailing right now, with likely wins here from Wayne, Snyder's in control, and Lures currently in control of Concordia. Those three teams win. Homestead comes back and wins. Carroll comes back and wins. And 16 log jam after 4 weeks at the top of the SAC.
For sure. Like you said, you were talking about Wayne. They wish they could go back and play that Dwenger game. Obviously, circumstances were not in their favor. It's tough being that kind of weather. It was the first game. They were very overhyped going into it, so sometimes the expectations can get fogged down after that. But if anything, it can serve as a kind of motivation, seeing as though maybe they needed that. Maybe they needed to get hit in the mouth. They needed a little bit of a reality check, so they say. Because then these last two games, they've been on point as far as their offense has been moving the ball. Their defense is playing well. They had some issues against Northrop, but I think maybe they needed it, and moving forward, they'll learn from that experience.
Wayne will receive the kickoff to start the second half. And I'm not really sure who, if you're Northside, you want to kick the ball to. Do you want to kick to Craig Young, to Devonair Kelsaw, to Ronald Elliott, to Drayvon Walton? I guess just by name recognition alone, we kick it to Drayvon Walton.
Right.
If it's me.
Elliott's not back there right now, is he?
Looks like he's up on the second level. That one's going to go deep. It's going to go through the hands of Craig Young there. A little miscommunication between Young and Kelsaw, who was going to take that. Nothing hurt, though. They'll take the touchback.
Absolutely. If you're Northside, that's a win for you. 20-yard line, that's not the best field position, and you don't have to go against some of those stars that Wayne has.
Yeah, I don't. There was That's about the best win that you could get if you were Northside kicking that ball. We'll start the second half. The Generals leading 19-0. They will have the ball on their own 20-yard line after the touchback. And again, let's give credit where credit's due. Braden West with a booming kickoff. Strong leg from West. One of the better legs we've seen in the SAC this year as far as kicking the ball.
Yeah, he's been very impressive as far as his leg strength. I know he got blocked the one, but that 45-yarder, he definitely had the leg for it.
There's the handoff. That's going to number 28, Chris Thomas, the sophomore. Haven't called his number a lot tonight, but he is capable on the ground. 28 carries for 146 yards in the first 3 weeks. Kind of running behind Keyshawn Fields in the absence of Devontae Kelsaw. Now Kelsaw is back, and Thomas kind of becomes your third-string runner, but not a bad option as a third guy.
It's always good in these kind of games to get your younger guys, your guys that don't have the most experience, some touches, and against some decent competition.
Young's going to throw that ball off to the left side. Looks like Kelsaw is going to get the first down. Great play there to Devontae Kelsaw.
I think the DB wanted the ball came out, but it was on his way. He was already down after that, and Kelsaw looks a little limp.
Kelsaw
That's not good.
Gingerly will come to the sideline, but off on his own power, which is definitely better. Wayne will get the first down. Move those chains. They will take over 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted on the Wayne 31-yard line.
I'm looking for a deep throw here in this drive sometime from Young to Young. It worked for him so well last week. I want to see them go back to it. It's dried up a little bit.
He's going across the middle there. Nothing going. That play breaking up by a good Northside defense. Ball intended for Eric Winborn. It's one of the many, many seniors. We've talked about that all night. This team kind of built for this year. 3 years ago, they went 0-10. They've built up from there. 3 wins, 5 wins. Looking for a big season. Have a senior-laden team. Snap to Young. He'll hand that ball off to Keyshawn Fields, and he'll gain a couple yards.
Good defense there. Big number 72, Arvante Taylor there on the D-line. Able to make the stop only for minimal yardage, about 3 yards to bring up 3rd and 7. Northside coming out with some fire maybe here in the second half.
Northside defense looking strong. 3rd down now. About 8 yards. Ball spotted on the Wayne 34-yard line. Snaps a shotgun. Young back. He's going to look deep. That's to Craig Young.
Oh, right through the hands of number 2, Jalen Harris. He made a great play, great break on the ball because Young had beat his corner deep.
The speed of Craig Young is something special to watch. And if you've never seen the kid run track and run the 100-meter dash, come out this spring. I assume he'll still be running track for the Generals and one of the SAC's best, one of the area's best.
Yeah, he was getting separation. The more he got downfield, the more separation he was getting from his defender. Impressive play there from Jalen Harris.
Northside's going to take a timeout with 10:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll take it with them. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
A running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable.
Back with you here. Fourth down, sorry, on about 8. The punt back for Wayne, almost blocked.
Nice punt.
Really, really good punt. Will be down by the Generals at about the 32-yard line. Theo Redmond from Northside almost got in on that one. But a very strong punt from Sotero there from Wayne.
All right, your Northside's first drive of your first drive of the second half for Northside here. Look for him to get something going here.
Yeah, you got. I mean, I'm not a football coach, so my thought of maybe moving Alex Holiday Robinson out isn't what they're doing. He's in the backfield, but yeah, you need a big gain here. Maybe try something through the air. I was wrong. They're going to hand it off to Alex Holiday Robinson. That's why I'm not a football coach. He'll gain about 5.
Alexander Holiday Robinson carries it up the middle.
Got 6 yards there. Good push from the O-line as they kind of had their ups and downs there in the first half. You obviously are facing a great defensive line with some good size, and Alexander and Ellington at the forefront of that. But Northside's not backing down, and they got a good push there, and were able to get 6 yards on a easy little inside zone.
Northside fighting for their yardage. Moving the ball fairly well here tonight. This is going to be
He's pulling
a
it.
fake there. And here's Collins going to take over on the left-hand side. He's got some room across the 50-yard line. Ronald Collins III.
Man, when he pulls the ball, and he's made some great reads tonight on that. And they even had a pull for him on that play. It's probably a quarterback design run. Great blocking downfield by number 4, R.J. Armstrong, the receiver. Able to give his quarterback a lane to run through, and Northside's on the move.
Legends moving the ball on the ground here. 1st and 10, ball spotted on the Wayne 47. There's the handoff to Holiday Robinson. He's going to fight for extra yardage out across the 40. Close to a first down. Impressive move there from Holiday Robinson to get across the 40-yard line.
Fought through a lot of contact there. Holiday Robinson was chugging along through that Wayne defense. 2nd and short.
Yep, 2nd down, about 1 here, 8:36 remaining in the 3rd quarter. There's a handoff. That'll get him the first. And then he'll be stopped and pulled backwards by a gaggle of Generals, but he will do enough to get the first down. So moving the ball.
Looks like that was number 6, Myhair Baker on the hit. Initial contact was solid. Still got the first down, but made him pay for it a little bit.
Big opportunity here for Northside as they get that ball across midfield, picking up first downs, moving it on the ground. The trips to the air have not worked out so well. This is a strong core of defensive backs for the Generals. Difficult to throw that ball around and nearly impossible to throw it over them. There's a snap. Holiday Robinson off to the right side. He's got room, cutting back up the middle. And Holiday Robinson down to about the 26-yard line.
And they're pushing the pile. Northside's looking good on this first drive of the second half.
Another 10 or 11 yards there for Alex Holiday Robinson.
Looks like whatever Coach Brevard had to say to him at halftime is working so far, at least. We've got a legend down right now. Can't see the number. Looks like an O-lineman, 72 maybe. Marvante Taylor. Hope he's all right, as he's been a part of the spark so far in the second half.
We're going to go ahead and take a timeout with this injury. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
A running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Back with you here, Chambers Field, Northside High School. The Legends looking to mount a drive here. We've got the ball down to the Wayne 26-yard line. Moving it on the ground is Alex Holiday Robinson, Ronald Collins III. both making things happen for the Legends here in their opening drive of the second half. That one's going back to Collins.
Oh, he's got a guy.
He's going to
Armstrong.
look deep to Armstrong. That ball knocked away. Drayvon Walton there helping break it up.
Once again, Collins, though, is putting the ball where his receivers could get it. Great play there on the defensive side of things, but I think that was a little hitch-and-go route from Armstrong. Got a little separation after the second cut. And the ball was on the money. Just couldn't come down with it.
Great job there by the Northside offense. Just a little bit better job by the Wayne defense.
Sometimes there's not much you can do.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 26. Collins in the shotgun. He'll take it. He'll hand that ball off to Alex Holiday Robinson. He'll move for about 3-4 yards there. Cutting some yardage down, trying to pick up another first down for the Legends.
So far, so good as far as the Northside running game goes. You saw a lot of negative plays or really short yards coming from that run game because they are run heavy. Good trend so far in the second half as they are getting at least 3-4 yards every carry.
Couple score updates in the SAC. Concordia has cut their deficit to 14-7 against Bishop Luers, and Homestead taking the lead 10-6 over Bishop Dwenger. There's Collins back to throw. He'll find outside of Robinson.
What a
big hit. Tristan Purnell, the Wayne General leading tackler coming into this game with a big hit.
Impressive catch from Holiday Robinson as he was able to come down with it. Do you go for the field goal here, or 4th and short?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like Holiday Robinson will come off. Daniel Olds will join Collins in the backfield. 4th and 3, ball on the General 18. Northside going to take a shot.
Oh, he's pulling.
Here's Collins.
Nice block off the edge.
Got a block, but he might be short of that first down. It's going to be very, very close.
72. Arvante Taylor just put Craig Young on his butt. That is an impressive play by him. Oh, they're going to give it to him. First down, Ronald Collins, the third.
Wow, big first down. Great play for Ronald Collins, the third.
I'm telling you what, Craig Young regrets trying to fill right there as he met Arvante Taylor in the hole, and that was not a good outcome for him. One battle that you rarely see Craig Young lose.
Brings up 1st and 10 from Northside. Ball on the Wayne 16-yard line. Just under 6 minutes here to play in the third quarter. Collins will take the snap. He'll hand that ball off to Olds up the right side, and he's going to be brought down quickly. There's Daniel Olds.
Nice tackle from Parnell there.
Tristan Purnell has been big for Wayne all year. A solid defensive line. We knew they would be good. Everyone knows about Darius Alexander and his exploits. He's got some big colleges looking at him, a couple of MAC offers so far, but Tristan Purnell has been very impressive. And he, like most of this Wayne team, is a senior.
Yeah, this is their year. If they want to do something, this is their year to do something with all these seniors they got.
Snap. Collins looking back to throw. He'll
Quick
go
slant.
across the middle. That ball almost caught and almost intercepted all at the same time.
Purnell again right in the center of things. Jumped the route. Couldn't come down with it, but then almost gave Holiday Robinson a chance to come down with it.
Tristan Purnell all over the place. Alex Holiday Robinson all over the place. They'll negate each other, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Ball spotted on the Wayne 14-yard line.
Got some confusion in the receiving end of things on the bottom of your screen.
Collins in the shotgun. He's going to go to the air.
He wants the corner.
He's looking. That's his
That's
man.
a pick. Oh.
Ball hangs up there a little too long. Intended for Ontrell Franklin. And he has just not been able to find number 10 tonight. Well defended by the Wayne Generals.
Drayvon Walton there on the coverage, the safety covering some ground. Able to get to that corner route and not allow them to receive. 4th and 9 here. They're going to go for it, surprising me, because their kicker does have the leg. They've had some issues with snapping the ball, which could be the reason why they don't.
Play clock down to 10 seconds. They've had some play call difficulties as well today. Now down to 5.
Got to get it off.
They're going to get the snap off in time. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Holiday Robinson, and he just has nowhere to go.
Interesting play call there. 4th and long. He handed off for a little inside run. I don't know about that one.
They had found some success with that inside run, but more with Olds than Holiday Robinson. But they will get nowhere there, and Wayne will stop them inside the 20 again. Turnover on downs.
Got a general down. Looks like Ellington cramping up.
Four and a half minutes here remaining in the third quarter of play. Wayne leading 19-0. Northside has had a couple of opportunities. Stopped on 4th down. Field goal blocked. They've had their chances tonight. Credit to Wayne, though, has stopped those chances, stopped those opportunities, and shut down Northside 3 separate times. I mean, you're looking at arguably 17 points that Northside has left on the board between those 2 failed 4th down conversions and the blocked field goal. This could be a completely different game, but Wayne's defense has made stops when they've needed to.
Exactly what you ask of your defense. You can bend, just don't break, and that's exactly what they've done. They've allowed minimal damage as far as they've got some drives down inside the red zone Northside has, but Wayne's always stood strong when it came down to it, and that's exactly what you look for if you're a head coach more.
Wayne looking to start the season 3-1, the last time that they won 3 of their first 4 games in 2014 under Scott Shaw. That year they shared the SAC title. Looking to start with 3 out of 4 wins this year. There's the handoff up the right side.
Wow, nice play there.
And he'll get tripped
42.
up. Quincy Moore there in on the tackle. Wrapping up Kayshawn Fields.
Nothing going on that stretch there. Perfect tackle. Hit him right on the hip. Took him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Kayshawn Fields had a great first quarter. Has had a great couple of first weeks. But here in the second and third quarters has failed to move the ball much. Northside's defense trying to make strong stands. They did so on the last possession, trying to do it again here. Young, he's going to go back. He's going to put that ball in the air. He's got Eric Adams. And just through the hands of Eric Adams.
These quarterbacks are letting their receivers make the plays. They just haven't had the success of converting anything. Between Collins and Young obviously a little bit more poised, a little bit more developed as a passer. He's put the ball where your receiver can make a play. Just haven't been able to do anything with it yet.
Denarian White, the sophomore defensive back there on the coverage. Looked like he got beat pretty well, but then made up some ground to make that one just a little too uncatchable for Adams. Credit to the sophomore for recovering a little bit there, making that throw or that reception a little more difficult than it looked like it was going to be. Young's going to go there again. That one's going to go to
a little swing pass.
Now he's up there, up to about the 30. Looks like Keyshawn Fields again.
Good play design there. Got the swing out to his running back and had a receiver right there to lead block so he could pick up that first down a little more. And Generals getting their first down.
First down for the Generals. Ball on their own 31. 3.5 minutes here in the third quarter. There's going to be the handoff.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's loose. Looks like Wayne recovered that one.
Man. That's 2 of those little exchanges between Fields and Young have gone awry so far. They've been able to come up with them both times, but third time I wouldn't bank on it.
Not the best night for Keyshawn Fields there, and a couple little handoffs slipping away. Have a chance to make up for it here. Young in the shotgun formation, just under 3 minutes left.
Here comes Craig Young on the jet.
There's Young around the right side. Look at that speed up the right sideline.
Gone.
Craig Young is gone to the 15-10-5 touchdown. Craig Young.
That's Craig Young carrying it down the right side.
What a run. You want to talk about speed. Craig Young was moving laterally for about 15 yards, and he'd put his foot in the ground, and nobody was going to catch him.
For Craig Young.
70 yards to the house. Craig Young looking like he was running the 100-meter dash in the Northside relays. All the way up the right sideline, and man.
That is some speed. That's some next level speed right there. And Wayne General is right at their mark. They're averaging just about 25 points a game. That is with their first game of putting up 0, but last 2 weeks they've put over 35 points each game. Let's see if they can pour some more on, as they're looking good.
That one will be low and blocked there for Sotero. And I'll leave this one at 25-0. And what a run from Craig Young.
Take a look at this run here. Put him in motion on the jet sweep. Laterally, put his foot in the ground. I guess he was touched at one point, but after that, there was nobody's going to touch him.
Just gone.
Maybe a fingertip.
Nothing you could do. Theo Redmond gave the best chase he could, but what are you going to do?
That's all you can ask for in that situation. When you got Craig Young running, he's got to run a 4.4.
You're looking at one of the best 100-meter dash runners in the state. Kid going to play football at Ohio State. He's a pretty good basketball player, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get a chance to see him this year or not. I think that's still to be determined if Craig will make it to the basketball court this year. But, man, just a freak of an athlete. Shows it right there on the sweep. Craig Young putting Wayne up 25-0.
That's a big deflator right now for Northside. Kind of had some things going in the first drive of their second half, a little bit more in the second drive, and then Craig Young just goes 70 yards. And
yeah, your defenses look pretty decent in the second half on the ground.
Yeah.
But man,
that deflates you. It's homecoming. You got a lot of your people here watching you. That's a tough hit right there.
That ball fielded about the 25-yard line. Up there.
Oh, man.
Up across a 40.
That's got to be a flag there.
Theo Redmond. And I don't see a flag. And Mike Brevard is unhappy.
Absolutely. He hit him around his neck area. He had a scene. He was hitting it hard, and all of a sudden, I don't know who it was, but somebody clubbed him, and it looked like a clothesline.
Yeah, we do have a penalty flag that came out there on the far side of the field. Great return there from Theo Redmond.
He's had a fair share of good plays here tonight for the Legends, and he's a bright spot for them moving forward. They need to realize that.
That personal foul is going to move that ball across midfield, and here's Northside. The ball on the Wayne 45 to start this drive. 2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the third quarter, trying to get something going.
They've got 3 guys on the bottom screen, and nobody's guarding them. Oh, they shifted a little bit. He pulled it. He has got a guy.
Alex Holiday Robinson, he drops it.
He had R.J. Armstrong and Holiday Robinson with nobody around him. That's tough. Almost 2 open, I guess.
Tough drop there for Alex Holiday Robinson. Here we go again, 2nd and 10. Ball marked on the Wayne 45-yard line. Again, you got these guys lined up. Again, nobody guarding them. Collins going to take it on his own there. He's going to get hit. But he'll gain some yards by Malik Mickens, the junior linebacker, with the hit there. Collins will pick up about 5 yards.
I think you keep going back to that little read, run, play action. RPOs is what we call them, and they are dangerous. You got to make a decision whether you're going to play for the run or you're going to guard your receiver. And he had an open two guys open those last 2 plays.
There's the handoff to Daniel Olds. He's going to have to go. And Olds goes down with not much contact there. I think he heard the footsteps of Darius Alexander behind him. And Darius Alexander does not move like a guy who's 6'7", 300 pounds.
Absolutely not. I think I would go down too if Darius Alexander was coming at me. Brings up 4th and about 3.
Ball spotted on the 38-yard line. Northside has had some opportunities here on this set of downs. Coming up empty. for the most part. Collins in the shotgun. Olds back there with him. He'll hand that one off to Daniel Olds. He'll cut up. He'll get
I think he's going to get it.
He'll get it, but he's down. Drugged down to the ground there. Thrown down. That's a better word by Darius Alexander.
Absolutely. Tough run there from Olds. Able to make the first guy miss, and obviously Darius Alexander took him down to the ground, but hope he's all right because he's been another one of those bright spots for Northside.
I'm going to stay with it here for a minute and see how long Olds will be down on the field. Hopefully he'll be able to get back up and back into the action here.
See if I can find some scores for you.
Wayne has another week of action next week where you expect to win. They visit Southside. The Archers struggling to put up points this year. Very young team, very similar to North. We talked about that earlier. I think an interesting one here, 2 weeks, September 21st, as the Wayne Generals will host the Snyder Panthers, and that could be a very interesting game. A lot of SAC implications possibly in that game between the Panthers and the Generals. And it's not an easy final 4 games of the regular season for the Generals after you get through tonight. Southside wrap up with Snyder visiting Zollner Stadium to play Concordia. Then they will host Homestead and host Carroll in the final 2 weeks of the season. And it's good to be at home for those games, but Homestead and Carroll back-to-back is not an ideal schedule for anybody.
We got some updates here, and this one's going to blow your mind. Northrop expanding their lead 34-14 over Carroll right now in fourth quarter with about 11 minutes to go. And that is one I don't think anybody really expected. We all know Northrop's got some talent. They've got some good players, but that'd be a really big upset with Carroll being so hot as of late.
That's something that Coach Jason Dorfler said to me during high school football media day as we talked about. They've been right there this year. They've knocked on the door. They haven't been able to push through the door. Last week looked like maybe they were going to get it against this Wayne team, knocking on the door. But and this week shows the thing that's been their deficiency in being able to knock the door down is they've scored a lot of points. Last year, Northrop scored a lot of points. This year, they scored a lot of points. They haven't been able to stop points. Absolutely. So stopping that Carroll offense, Gavin Vogt may be the best quarterback in the SAC, and that's saying a lot with the quarterbacks we have this year.
Yeah.
But Gavin Vogt's been fantastic. So for Northrop to limit Gavin Vogt enough to have that big of a lead is great for the Bruins.
Yeah, and he's got weapons too. That Cameron Childers is an amazing receiver.
Nice the pocket. He'll throw it. He's going deep. That's going to be over his receiver, though. That arm of Ronald Collins is not questionable. He's got a cannon.
Excuse me. Great blitz pickup there by, I think that was Holiday Robinson. Craig Young was coming with a full head of steam. And Robinson got enough of him to not get the sack on his quarterback. Great play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 here. Ball on the Wayne 34-yard line. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. Northside looking to get something going here on 2nd down. Collins III in the shotgun. Holiday Robinson back there with him. He'll hand that one off. Holiday Robinson is going to get drugged down from behind by Darius Alexander and Cameron Webb.
Nothing going there. Northside's looking a little deflated right now. 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's 3rd and long. Got to get something here.
Just about a yard from Holiday Robinson on the ground here. Collins will take the snap. He'll hand it off. That time he got a little bit more off the gut. But Darius Alexander's right there again.
He doesn't tackle people. He literally throws them to the ground.
Mauls. We're going to say mauls. He mauls people.
It's vicious. Whatever he does, it's vicious. And that's going to let him play at the next level for sure. He'll be a great player.
He's another guy on this Wayne General football team that you don't really want to see on a basketball court. He's not the best basketball player, but I'm not trying to guard him in the post. Not happening.
Absolutely not.
Well, that'll end the third quarter of play. The Wayne Generals still holding the lead. It's a shutout, 25-0 over the Northside Legends. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
There's a running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish. that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Back at you here at Northside High School. Score update from Concordia Lures. That game now tied at 14. The Dangerous Cadets fighting back against Lures. An opportunity to, make a little headway with themselves for Concordia and a crazy SAC. Collins, he's going to put that ball in the air. What a fight. It's got picked off, but we got a flag.
Nice play there on the defensive back. Just a little bit too much contact. They're going to call him on pass interference. What is that, number 2? Is that Jalen? No, that's Winborn.
That looks like
or
it.
Adams.
Yep.
Yeah, Winborn with the pick. Just got a little too touchy on the sideline. And it's going to give Northside a first down.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Northside to get this first down. Get that ball down there near the end zone.
If I'm Coach Brevard right now, I'm not mad at that throw. Yeah, I got picked off, but it's better than out-shooting your receiver by 10, 15 yards. You got to at least make him get a chance to make the play. So I'm not mad at Collins for making that play. Trust your guys. Have them go make something for you.
Northside looking to break into the end zone. Just past the start of the fourth quarter here. The Wayne Generals lead 25-0. Northside struggled on offense in the first 3 games, but they have not been shut out yet this year. So they're looking to get in the end zone here.
They're consistent. They score 8 points a game.
And there's Collins up. He'll gain about 3 yards, maybe 4. Before he runs into that middle line there of Wayne, led by Darius Alexander, whose name we seem to be calling an awful lot in this second half.
He's having a game, that's for sure. Darius Alexander making his presence felt if you're a running back for this Northside team.
2nd and 7, ball on 13.
Pulling it. He's got
Take
space.
It off on the left side. Collins has got room to the outside.
Did he get it?
Looks like he'll be knocked out just short. Maybe at the 1 yard line. Great job by Ronald Collins keeping it rolling out left. Will bring up 1st and goal for the Legends. Chance to break through into the end zone. Another score from outside the SAC and Northeast 8 action, and Leo has bounced back from a deficit. They now lead 21-7 over New Haven.
It looks like we're going to have an equipment issue on the top of your screen. It's number 11, Jordan Turner, is going to have to be sent off the field. Something with a shoulder pad, maybe. I know they've been a lot pickier about that in all levels of football this year, too, with the knee pads, the shoulder pads. Make sure everybody's staying safe. I know the guys don't like it, but
it'll be freshman Rodney Woods making an appearance out here as a substitute.
Stacking the box is Wayne here.
Oh. Throw it, and it's dropped. Quick throw to Preston McElroy, the junior.
McElroy's had a great game thus far, too. He's been a lead blocker for everybody. The quarterback, the running back. Just wasn't ready for that one. That's tough. He had plenty of space. He was going to score a touchdown on that play right there.
I don't think anybody was ready for that one. I didn't see that coming.
No, he hasn't been involved in the offense really like that.
Hand off to Alex Holiday Robinson. He's going to fight down to the end zone.
Touchdown.
Alex Holiday Robinson puts it in on the ground. And a touchdown for the Legends here on homecoming night. The first rushing touchdown of the season for Alex Holiday Robinson.
And they're going for 2.
Alexander Holiday Robinson breaking it over for 1 yard out for the Legends score.
Why not? Go for 2.
You got to score 8 points. You've scored the 8 points every game thus far. You got to get it here.
You got to at least get to the average. I'm sure they would take more.
Oh, definitely. Well, are they doing the pull cat or they line up funky? Or no, they're just starting on the right hash.
Collins in the shotgun. Holiday Robinson lined up before him. Northside going for 2 here. 11 minutes remaining in the game. We'll snap, and we have a flag. We're going to false start here.
I think that was the receiver at the top of the screen. Number 11, he looked confused from the start of the snap. Jordan Turner, the freshman, wasn't sure about the play call. And now you go for it at your own 8-yard line.
So now we'll see what Northside will do here. Second chance at the 2-point conversion. Collins stays in the shotgun.
Uh-oh.
Snaps a little high.
He catches
He's got to get rid of it. He's going to loft it up, but Craig Young all over Antrell Franklin again. And nowhere to go for Collins' pass.
Catcher losses there. Started to bat from the snap. Better to throw it out of the back of the end zone than throw a pick 6.
A couple other scores outside the SAC. South Adams battling back in the ACAC, now trailing 20-13 against Heritage, and East Noble taking a big lead, 35-0 over DeKalb in Northeast 8 action. Of course, big couple weeks for the Northeast 8 with Leo and New Haven playing this week, and Leo battling back from a 17-0 deficit to lead 21-17. And the Lions will host East Noble next Friday, so good games in the Northeast 8.
I know that Heritage game is their first game on that new turf, and they're excited to be doing that. That's a pretty sweet field. I drove by it a couple weeks ago, and it looks good.
All those fields in East Allen County Schools getting facelift at New Haven, at Woodland, at Leo, and Heritage.
These Summit Athletic Conference teams need to catch up.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just the one turf field in the SAC, and, well, 2 if you count Dwinger's practice field.
Yeah. It's the nicest field you got in the SAC almost.
Best practice field probably is. It's newer than Homestead's turf, so, yeah, best practice field maybe in the state. I don't know how many teams have just a field that they don't use for games that is turf. Football games, anyway.
Once again, you're faced with the challenge on who you're going to kick it to if you're north side.
Just kick it in the end zone. You're going to be all right.
You got some leg into it.
That one's back.
Chambers? No, that's 15.
15, Drayvon Walton.
Wrapped up
and
and
wrap
slammed to the ground.
Back to the 10.
Redmond.
Big play there. They found the right guy to kick it to, or the Northside defense a little pumped up after the offense finally punches one in.
Defenses look solid so far in the second half. Gave up a couple dumb penalties, but this field position, they can take advantage of, get another stop here, putting a score up, and then make it a game real quick.
Again, you can't say that this. You look at the scoreboard, 25-6, but if you take away some Northside errors, we're looking at a 25-23 game.
Absolutely.
And this, like you said, the defenses look good. This does not look like a team that is just going to get run over all year. Now, granted, the SAC is very tough, but this still looks like a Northside team that is vastly improved from a year ago. Snap that
speed option.
Pitch it back. Nowhere to go. Great job again for the Northside defense.
54, Landon Clark back there to initial contact. And Northside's getting pumped up. Fans are on their feet a little bit.
Nowhere to go for Keyshawn Fields. Going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball on the general 10-yard line. 10.5 minutes remaining in this game. Wayne leads 25-6 over Northside.
If I had to guess, I think they'd target Craig Young at some point during this drive.
Looks like you might get Young one-on-one if you want to go there. He's going to go to the air. He's got Young across the middle. He's got a block.
He's gone.
Craig Young up the right side. You're not catching him.
He's gone.
Craig Young all the way to the house. A 90-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
Young to Young.
I'm a, what do you call it?
Speechless.
That too.
Except why you can say wow.
I called it.
you can say wow, but crazy. Craig Young.
First off, what a catch. I know the ball's probably not as wet as it was at the beginning, but that was all hands. He jumped up and snagged it, and then from there, just tell him to run. And you run fast because nobody's going to catch you.
Craig Young comes out week 1 of the season. I'm pretty sure he had like 2 all-purpose yards, had maybe 49 yards the second week of the season. Last week, over 100 yards in the air receiving, and we don't have stats in front of us, but he's picked up a lot of yards.
Absolutely. Looks like they're starting to game plan, getting him in the action a lot more, able to get him some space, which is where he's going to thrive.
The extra point is blocked and no good. But the lead now 31-6 on a 90-yard touchdown from Young to Young. You've heard it a little bit already this season. You're going to keep hearing it. I feel like they got several more of those in as they try to contend for this SAC title.
Well, I think I might have jinxed Northside's defense on that one. Just talking about how good they've been looking. And gave up that play. You know, they've kind of been the opposite of a Wayne team so far, that the bend but don't break. They've kind of bent, and then they've lost those battles where it's either they score or they don't. And that's just the side of that. That's what makes a good team great and makes a pretty good team not so good. If you can't win those battles, when it comes down to it, you got to make it or break it. And Northside has lost those battles, and Wayne has won. So
another update on the Carroll-Northrop game. It's now Northrop 41, Carroll 21.
Wow.
Northrop now leading Carroll 41-21. That score just announced here at Chambers Field. Here's another score from you in the SAC. Concordia 21, Lures 14. So the Cadets have battled back from a 14-0 deficit, leading that one 21-14. And a huge win for Concordia if they can do it. Concordia go up 21-14. Jake Bird, 41-yard touchdown pass to Jaron Kindig. And the Cadets, they're a team that can make waves all year. I think they can beat pretty much anybody, if not anybody. And they showed that against Homestead.
Nice boot.
Is that Redmond? Redmond. He's got room to run. He's up the right sideline to the 40. He'll trip him up there. Great move and great return from Redmond yet again. They'll bring it out past the 45. So great job by Redmond. Tripped up there by Ronald Elliott, the fantastic receiver, or kick returner, sorry, for the Generals that has not had the chance to return any kicks tonight. But a good trip up there. Redmond slow down his momentum so Craig Young can take him down. Ball spotted at the Northside 46-yard line. 9:56 remaining in this one.
It's got to be a pass here.
He's going to look deep. That
Pick.
one overthrown. Almost picked off.
Man.
But nothing going there. Overthrowing R.J. Armstrong yet again. Collins' arm has been great. He just has not been able to find the timing with his receivers consistently.
The accuracy, he's got an arm. His strength, I'm not going to question that. It's the accuracy that has been a little off today. And it's kind of cost them. They've had some chances on some big plays, and it's just they've missed. They haven't been able to execute.
He'll look to go to the air again. He's going, and he will.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Wanted a hitch, I think, and the receiver's like, no, I'm just going to go along.
Antrell Franklin double covered there, and miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. He has not been able to find Franklin tonight. Of course, coming into this game, he was his favorite target, Antrell Franklin.
I don't think he's had a catch all game.
Yeah. Only 3 catches in the first 3 weeks, but again, this Northside team doesn't go to the pass as much as they really have tonight. He's going to keep it. Darius
Scrambling.
Alexander almost got him. But look at that scramble from Collins. He'll get up there, and he'll get about 12 yards before he's knocked out of bounds. But, man, Darius Alexander inches away from grabbing that foot.
I know Ronald Collins was sweating on that one, but he made a great play and able to pick up a first down for Northside. We have an updated score. Concordia takes a lead over Lures, 21-14, with 9 minutes left to go in that game. All I have to say is SAC is crazy.
Yeah, any given team, any given night. And I think that we've seen that all year. I was out of town last Friday night following along with the scores, and I'm like, what's happening? Lures is winning. Northrop is right there with Wayne.
Right.
There's Antrell Franklin. He'll pick up about 7 yards there on the reception. Finally getting one. Antrell Franklin there with the reception.
Looks like the rain is starting up again. Just a little sprinkles, but I doubt that'll affect anything too much at this point.
But if you're out here tonight, you don't want it to start raining because it's a little chilly. It decided to be fall.
It is.
After it was the hot blazes of summer a day ago.
Right. From 90 to 60 tonight.
There's Alex Holiday Robinson, and he will be viciously thrown around by Darius Alexander. But
he wanted that ball.
Yes, he did. May have gotten the first still.
Yep. That rain comes, you're going to start seeing some fans leave.
I think we are. I think we're seeing them.
Especially with the score being the way it is. You hate to see it, but you got to understand. As Northside had a very good turnout for homecoming tonight. I was very impressed with it. It was more than what I expected.
He'll pulls it again. He'll throw it to Armstrong, but he's got not really anywhere to go. He will get the first down, however.
R.J. Armstrong with the reception. Carries it ahead.
That was a nifty play there. Kind of like a triple option almost with your safety valve being your slot guy, just kind of like standing there for a screen. Good read from Collins. He makes good decisions.
Score update with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. Bishop Dwinger holding a 16-10 lead over the Homestead Spartans.
Wow, you said a minute to go in that one?
Minute to go.
Wow.
Dwinger looking to improve to 4-0. Homestead, a loss to fall to 2-2 and this year in the SAC, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're done. It's crazy. There's Holiday Robinson. He cuts good. He's going to get up past the 15-yard line. Alex Holiday Robinson has been impressive, putting some yardage together on the ground tonight.
Nice run there. Was kind of slung around, but stayed up for it and got the first down and then some. As we have an injury on the floor or on the field for the Generals. He's back up. I believe that's number 20, Malik Mickens. He's going to go off the field. I think there's a timeout. Timeout, Wayne.
Looks like Bishop Dwinger has just put the ball in the end zone. Keeping an eye on that game on SummitCitySports.com. Under a minute to play in that one. Appears to be some referee conversation about whether or not they scored or not. But it is on the scoreboard.
Lures and Concordia tied up at 21 now.
Collins looking to figure out what to do with it. There's Alexander, gets to him.
I would sit down too. If I saw Darius Alexander with nowhere to go, I think your best bet is just kind of like sit down rather than take that big hit.
But plays like that and plays like the one where he almost got him by the show Darius Alexander is so spry.
He can move,
and moves around so well for not just for his size, just, period. He moves well.
Absolutely. The senior linebacker, I'm not sure, has he accepted any offers? Has he committed anywhere yet?
He hasn't committed. He's got a couple offers. I know Ball State, Toledo.
Okay.
He's got some bigger schools looking at him, but I think the MAC offers are the only 2 offers officially. Ball State came through pretty recently.
He can definitely play.
There's Collins. He's going to keep it on his own again. There's Alexander giving chase again. Again on the play. Tristan Purnell, Darius Alexander. They're not the 2 you want to get sandwiched between.
Absolutely not.
And they will stop him. So
it's going to be third and really long.
Third and about 14 yards here for the Legends. Ball on the Wayne 19. They've gotten down in the red zone many, many times. have not been able to finish with it. There's the handoff to Holiday Robinson. He's going to gain a couple, but nowhere to go for Alex Holiday Robinson, though he has had a pretty strong night on the ground. Looks like the conversation is over here. Whatever the conversation was at Bishop Dwenger, they lead 22-10 over Homestead, under a minute to play. And that will likely do it and push Dwenger to 4-0, meaning they will retain the lead in the SAC no matter the outcome of any other game tonight.
That is impressive. Dwenger looking the part of being a first-place SAC team. Holding Homestead to 10 points in itself is a feat.
Yes.
With that explosive
Collins
offense.
is going to go to the corner, nothing there. Again, looking for a receiver that's just not there. Intended for Jordan Turner, the freshman. Nowhere to go there. Fourth down.
Turnover. And
4 times in the red zone for the Legends. 3 turnover on downs, 1 blocked field goal.
Is it time to put the – oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's 24 points right there.
Yeah.
You get those points, and it is a 31-30 game.
That's insane.
So
I was going to say, is it about time for the young guys to come in for Wayne, or you give them one more drive, 6 minutes to go in the fourth? You got a handle on this game.
Yeah, it
looks like they're going to keep their guys in.
Looks like we're going to see some of the same guys here. You got Eric Winborn out here left side.
You just would hate to see an injury late in the game.
There's a handoff to Keyshawn Fields.
Nice
bring
run.
that ball up for a couple of yards there. Yeah, likely the last couple of plays for the General starters.
Trey Scholes gives credit for that tackle.
Concordia Bishop Lures now tied at 21. Around 5 minutes left in this game. Here comes the Generals. 2nd and 6, ball on their own 22-yard line. Brandon Young in the shotgun. He'll keep that one, and he'll get wrapped up. Looks like that was Trey Scholes there on the play.
Good read from Young there, able to pull it. Like you said, we don't see him run a lot. He can, obviously, but good read there because everybody went with the running back, and he was able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Give his team 3rd and short.
The game's across the area. Concordia Lures tied at 21 right now. Looks like Bishop Dwenger will advance to 4-0 with a win over Homestead. Snyder will move to 3-1 with a win over Southside. Wayne looking to move to 3-1 here. Likely win over the Northside Legends. The interesting one, I think, Northrop, Carroll. Both those teams will end up at 2-2. If Northrop can hold on and win that one as expected. So right there, some games we didn't think were going to go the way they did.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Fields bouncing around. Great run by him up across the 40-yard line. But some games that, again, for the, 4th straight week, some games that are going to happen the way we didn't expect. And depending on what happens in this Concordia game, if Concordia can come back and win this game, currently tied at 21 apiece. That is a final, by the way, now. Northrop, I'm not sure the final score, but they have beaten the Carroll Chargers. Those teams go to 2-2. If Concordia wins this one, when we're looking at Bishop Dwenger at 4-0, and then Snyder and Wayne at 3-1.
Wow.
Well, we could have had 6 teams at 3-1, and there's a possibility that there's 3 teams atop the SAC standings.
I know a lot of people did not expect Dwenger. They knew it was going to be a competitive game. I heard of a lot of people picking Homestead in that game, just because of the explosive weapons they have on their offensive side of the field. Dwenger really hasn't been tested with that kind of explosiveness. I mean, they did play Wayne in a mud bowl, but nothing like Homestead, I would say. And they showed up and played.
Handoff. Keyshawn Fields spinning through some tackle attempts, and he's going to fight close to the first down. He'll be about a couple yards short.
Spins into the middle where he's hit by number 54, Landon Clark.
It's been a interesting year. It will continue to be. Tonight's continuing to show it. This was a night where I think that we thought that maybe these games were mostly you could pick them. I mean, and Homestead and Dwenger was going to be an interesting one. Concordia Lures we thought would be a shootout, as it is. But, you know, it's some shocking games every week. There's a big hit.
46 for Northside. Jalen Walker, the initial hit. And then 42 and 45 both cleaned it up. And loss of yards there. It's going to be 3rd and about 9 here for Wayne with about 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. The rain is coming down a little bit on this chilly fall night.
3rd and 9 ball on the north side 45-yard line. Wayne slowly moving the ball down the field. Just under 3 minutes remain in this one. There's another handoff. Fields is going to bounce out. He's going to break a tackle, but then get tripped up there. It looks like by number 2, Jalen Harris.
Fields on the carry.
And he will lose a couple of yards.
Bring up the punt team for Wayne.
Bring up 4th down. We haven't seen Wayne need to punt much. But they will do it here. Just over 2 minutes remaining, about 2:15 on the clock.
Final score for Northwood is Northwood 41, Carroll 21.
Wow. That Carroll Northrop game is pretty insane. I have a buddy that coaches at Carroll, and he's not going to be too happy tonight.
41-21 the final in that one. There's
low
a
punt
on a line, and he's just going to let that one roll. He doesn't want to touch it as Wayne General's charging at him. That ball's going to be down to about the 7-yard line.
Wasn't the prettiest punt, but it got the job done there. Is that Sotero there for Wayne?
Minute 30 left in Bishop Luers Concordia. That game tied at 21. The only games still going here in the area, along with this one here at Northside, under 2 minutes to go, 31-6. Everything wrapped up here but the scoreboard, basically, as Wayne has flexed their muscles on the ground, in the air, and taken advantage of mistakes from the Legends. Of course, Northside has had their chances in the red zone 4 times. They've come up empty with no points on those 4 occasions. This is going to be the handoff. That one's going to go to Holiday Robinson. He'll get it up across the 10 to about the 12.
Good run there from Caldwell, or Holiday Robinson, sorry. Had the double pull coming. Some blockers out in front. Picked up around 5 yards. Minute 20 to go, sorry.
You're good. It's another handoff. Be Holiday Robinson following his blockers. He'll get some space up to about the 25-yard line.
That is Holiday Robinson once again.
And Holiday Robinson has had himself a really strong game. Has to be somewhere between 75 and 100 yards on the ground.
Definitely.
Has made a couple of good plays catching the ball. Some real good positives if you are the Legends to take from this game.
They're not going down quietly, that's for sure. They are going to keep pushing it, going to keep trying to get some first down, some movement as far as the O-line goes. I want to see them fake that run again and see if they can get somebody behind the defense.
Yeah, it's a game where you look at the final score and you're going to say, well, it was a blowout, and I'm not going to pretend this one. Look at Collins. Look at that.
Oh, he's got him.
Open, and then he will drop it. Jordan Turner, the freshman, incomplete there.
Exactly what I wanted. I wanted that play action. You get the corners biting a little bit on that. Turner was able to get behind his corner. Wasn't able to come down with that one.
Bishop Dwenger scored now final 23-10 over Homestead. The Saints improved to 4-0, retain their lead in the conference. Snyder right behind him at 3-1. Wayne will be right behind him at 3-1. Possibility Bishop Luers could be behind him at 3-1. That game around a minute to go. It's tied at 21. Concordia Luers, we knew it was going to be a good one.
Nice
their handoff. Holiday Robinson, he's going to find
Using
some room up the right side. Great job, Alex Holiday Robinson, and he'll get out of bounds.
Oh, that's
a late hit. A very, very late hit.
number 12, Montrell Martin, putting his hands up like he didn't do anything, but it was very obvious. Hit the guy way out of bounds as Holiday Robinson uses blockers great that time. Even got out of bounds, another bonus, and then drew a 15-yard penalty. Can't ask for much more.
And Alex Holiday Robinson is unhappy on the north side sidelines, as he should be. That was an unnecessarily late hit, especially in a game like this at this point in time.
They're taking him off the field. He's going to go to the locker room. I didn't think he had done anything wrong. He was the one that took the hit. He had every right to be upset with that.
Got back up a little angry there, but you know, if you're Northside, no reason here. You don't want to risk an injury or a suspension or anything stupid. You know, a reaction of any kind with 40 seconds to go.
Now they have number 30 in the game at running back. They don't have a roster spot for him.
Collins has got it, and he's got nowhere to go. Another high snap. It's Carlton Main, the senior, taking him down.
That was an impressive tackle right there. Collins is a slippery guy. He's very elusive. And Main just wrapped him up and took him down with no problem.
So under 15 seconds to go here.
That might be the last play of the game.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we're going to wrap things up. Final seconds clicking off the clock here. Wayne, 31-6 over Northside. An impressive game for the Generals. We will take a quick commercial break, then come back and wrap things up from Northside High School. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
A running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana and beyond. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
We're back here at Chambers Field, home of the Northside Legends. The final tonight, the Wayne Generals 31, the Northside Legends 6. And Sean, it was a game where Wayne took advantage of their many, many weapons. Most notably, probably Craig Young. His yardage has been picking up game after game after game. I don't know how many yards he ends up with tonight at the end, but we know he has a 70-yard touchdown run. We know he has a 90-yard touchdown reception. So even if it was just 160, which it was more than, a huge night out of the senior.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see. Being a senior leader, he is the face of this team, I would say. He did everything he could tonight. The game planned well for him to get into the action. Very impressed by Wayne. They executed all their opportunities. They had some sloppy moments, but you saw the difference between two teams that could execute when it came down to it, and one could.
This Wayne team, we saw a lot of things that they're going to like out of this one. Devin Arkell getting back in the swing of things a little bit more here, just his second game of the season. Their defense standing strong against Northside in the red zone. 3 times Northside got in the red zone, stopped on 4th down. So great things there. We saw a lot of great things in their offense. Obviously, Craig Young, Brandon Young, and things to take out of this game for Wayne. Fantastically, you now 3-1, tied for second with Snyder in the SAC, possibly Bishop Luers pending the outcome of their game against Concordia, and still in contention for a real shot at the SAC title. The last time Wayne won 3 of their first 4 games to start the season, 2014 under Scott Shaw, they won the SAC. So it's a good way to go for Northside. They fall to 0-4 in a season where, we probably guessed that it was their game against Southside. Somebody's getting a win, and somebody's in an 0-10. Northside went 0-10 last year. Their last 0-4 start prior to last year, 2009, started 0-4 under now Bishop Dwenger assistant coach Casey Kolkman. So a rough start for Northside, but also things that were positive there. They didn't get beat around. Daniel Olds found some room up the middle. Alex Holiday Robinson had a great game running the ball. And although he couldn't find his receivers much, Ronald Collins III showing impressive arm strength and getting that ball downfield more so than we've seen from him in his first year and a half.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hard when you have a team, it's 0-4, you're not scoring a lot of points, you're not doing a lot of things. There's not a lot of positive things to look at, but if you look deep into these games, you're seeing some promise from some of these young guys. Ronald Collins III, you mentioned him. He's got promise. He's only a sophomore. He can get his arm strength is just fine. It's the accuracy he needs to work on. Receivers had a lot of drops today. If you're Coach Brevard, you might want to work on some receiver drills this week in practice. The running game looked good. Struggled at first up the middle. Eventually found some kind of rhythm they got into with Old and Holiday Robinson. So some positives to look at if you're Coach Brevard. It's kind of hard with going 0-4, but you've got some promise on the team.
That'll wrap things up here from Chambers Field, home of the Northside Legends. Another great week. If you want more football, SummitCitySports.com. Right now, Bishop Luers Concordia, 21-21. Overtime's getting ready to start. That's the game to watch. For Sean Boswell, I'm Dan Vance. This is Indiana High School football on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far. So they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back